Previously, on Curse of Groban, Revengeance, the party, after having dealt with Winter Splinter and making their way back to Vallaki so as to inform Lord von Schrödinger of their success, they stopped by the Wizard Tower, the tower belonging to the one known as Kazan. At first, they began investigating a little cart outside of it and thought, perhaps we can get in there to find some good loot, only to spring a trap and have a massive firebomb explode on all of them. Well, most of all of them. After they sort of licked their wounds from that experience, Dorje, Elena, and Kai, who they had found at the crossroads and had rejoined their party on their way back shortly before the Wizard Tower, and also potentially having met an ally who said that he was going to Kresk, claiming to be one of the Moon Clan. They took the elevator up to the topmost floor of the tower, and while they searched around trying to find any sort of magical items or things of interest, Elena, with the words of Madame Eva in her mind from the card reading, during this point, Kai decided to very aggressively poke a suit of armor, who responded in kind by breaking his finger. A short little combat ensued with Kai's finger bent the way that it's quite clearly not meant to go, before the suit of armor was thrown out of the window and smashed into the rocks below. Shortly thereafter, the riddle that they had been given by, I believe I'd said his name was Bevins, right? Bevins was Morty's butler. Or was it Reginald? It was one or the other. I think it was Bevins.
They're all named Bevins.
Yeah,
It
they're
was
all named
Bevins.
Bevins. Yeah, Bevins having given them the riddle, and Elena saying to the air, coffin, the solution to said riddle, and then saying Kazan, they found a little jewelry box within a wand and a very interesting platinum amulet. It was brought back down. Things were checked. The wand, for some reason, says Mordenkainen on it. They don't know who that is. Maybe they'll find out. Maybe they won't. And the amulet was identified to be the amulet of Ravenkind, and was given to the resident paladin. They then took their winnings and departed from Kazan's tower, to return to Vallaki to inform Lord Schrödinger of their success. Not before shortly entering the castle proper, Neo sort of stepping to the side and having a private conversation with Inigo, letting him know that he knows his secret. And the rest of them entered the throne room, and that's where we're going to pick up. So, as you guys have entered this place, and you would see Gerhard step up, sit down in his throne, and look down upon you. My son, do you bring news?
Yes, the entity known as Winter Splinter. I almost said Winter Splinter. Winter Splinter. The entity known as Winter Splinter has been dealt with and will no longer provide any problems to these lands.
I see. So, is there an end to the corruption? Is the strange blue mist beginning to recede?
That it is. It will take some time, and there will be some possibly permanent effects, but nothing dangerous or any more dangerous than normal Barovia is.
Okay. I I think I'm going to need a deception check on that one because technically it wasn't beginning to dissipate.
Oh, I thought it was.
It could be misremembering, but I don't think that it was.
I thought the fog was going away.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, no,
Maybe
the fog was. The fog
oh,
was.
okay. Never mind. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So that's kind of yeah. That's mostly true. So never mind. Um. All right. This is good. In the short time that you have returned to me, you have proven yourself useful. First in dealing with Savaga, and now this is Winter Splinter. That means that we can focus on more important and pressing matters. I know that you did not do this for a reward, my dear son. No, but simply for the glory of House von Schrödinger. However, your companions, I imagine, would like some form of compensation for all that they have done. As he kind of looks towards the rest of you who have been standing there quietly. Oh, and I have to do something for Elena real quick. I'm gonna.
Lorda's just got her head lowered, like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
One of, one of the lords of the land is speaking directly to me.
Is it my turn to speak? Oh boy.
It's like, why the hell did I go in here? I should have stayed outside with Neo.
Oh, you said is it your turn to speak? Yeah, sure. He just looks at you as if like, yeah, go ahead.
Well, if I could, in fact, introduce myself to you, good sir. My name, well, my full name, that is Chimeros. But you can call me Kai.
I kind of look at him. It's like, and kind of like give a look of like, what the fuck are you doing?
I see. Well, surely, Kai, you know who I am.
Well, I could think of three different people, but I'm gonna take a wild guess, and I think I know who you are.
I,
Does he want to know who the other two
He,
people are?
like he just looks at you expectantly, almost like he seems to find this amusing.
Inigo's just face palming, just like, oh god.
Lorda looks at Kai, is like shaking her head, like, how in the world are you still alive?
Does he want to know the two other people I think he is?
Well, like I said, he's looking at you expectantly, like he wants. Yeah, like go
Okay.
ahead, answer.
A, you're either my aged father who never came back to me.
Oh my god.
B, I can't even keep a straight fucking face. B, you're the innkeeper that kicked me out in the middle of the night because I was stealing drinks. And C, well, that speaks for itself.
No, Kai, please do go on. What speaks for itself?
I'm trying to see if he'll answer the question for me.
Oh, because
Yeah.
what you don't
I
know who he
told you
is?
the other day that this was my father. No, actually, earlier today I told you it was my father.
God.
I'll let you make a history check if you want to see if you remember who this guy is.
Lorda's just muttering under her breath, literally in the house of von Schrödinger. What the hell are you doing?
Oh no, I'm playing.
Yeah, you'd easily remember that Inigo told you earlier in the day that this is Gerhard von Schrödinger, his father, Lord of Vallaki.
And that I was in fact not a human, but born a half vampire.
Ah,
Yeah, and that this guy is in fact a
vampire.
real fucking vampire. Yeah.
Yeah. Does he end up finishing my sentence though by saying who he is?
No, he does not.
Oh my god.
Okay. I just look at him and I'm like, or how do you pronounce his name?
Gerhard von
Gerhard.
Schrödinger.
I say that.
Okay, very well. I see. Interesting. So the first things that came to your mind was that I was your long lost father, and then some tavern keeps that threw you out for stealing drinks.
Oh, to be fair, you do have that fatherly look to you.
I wonder why.
He just kind of shakes his head because, okay, well, son, you have found yourself in the company of some very interesting individuals.
I would
It's actually
apologize for Kai's behavior had I actually care about Kai as much as you think I do.
I'm touched.
So, the rest of you have assisted my son in these endeavors. I imagine that you would want a reward, no?
He stays silent for that.
Dorje just nods. Still doesn't look up.
Very well. And he will clap his hands, and one of these guys will kind of run over with a little wooden chest and he'll hand it to you, Kai.
He hands it to me.
Yeah, well, you're the closest. He hands you a little wooden chest. Feels kind of heavy.
Oh, and what's your name?
He
Oh
just
my
like
god.
looks at you through the helmet and doesn't say a word, but you think you hear a faint hiss, and then he just walks away.
Nice to meet you.
You hiss back at him?
I did. I did. It was like a soft, like faint hiss.
Yeah, he would like stop for a moment, but not look back at you, and you'd see his hand shaking.
I opened what he gave me.
Oh my god.
I'll just look at that spawn and just kind of like shrug and just kind of mouth, he's an idiot.
Leave it to Beck to always do damage control.
Yeah, why do my characters provide damage control for your characters?
What is going on? How are we still alive?
By the grace of
You're
my
not
father,
sure.
that's why.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm having a great time.
Well, since you have handled most of our current pressing issues, there are some minor ones, my sons, that you could deal with if you were so inclined. So they are not of significance to me. I believe that the Burgermeister has reported some problems with the potential uprising with the local church, though I doubt it will go anywhere. Or if you wish, you could head to one of the other lords' domains and assist them. Or you can spend your time here. Frankly, until I have need of you again, you are free to do as you wish.
Thank you, father.
And He just kind of like gets up to take his leave. Starts heading out. What is this? Can this stop doing this? Okay. Yep. And he leaves.
I'll turn back around and. Well,
Went great.
I would advise that you keep shenanigans to a minimum around my father next time, Kai.
Oh, here we go. This is what I want.
That was a productive meeting.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I opened the box.
Inside of the box, you would see two potions over to the left, and to the right, a pouch of coins.
I take the pouch and I put the potions to the side and say, "Would anyone like these 2 potions?"
You're gonna split up those coins among the party,
Of course,
right?
I just have to count it first.
Mm-hmm. Dump them in the
I,
chest. We'll count them together.
I see.
Kai, how many times have I
I
broken
start.
you? Not broken. How many times have I managed? Have I seen you in jail for pulling something like that before?
I have no idea what you're speaking of. Anyways, though, he will do as he asks and starts counting it in the chest.
Okay.
Hold on, Dylan. DMs.
Okay. Be like Boo.
A giant space rat.
Well, miniature giant space hamster.
Ah, yes, hamster. My apologies.
No, he's a giant. He's a miniaturized giant space hamster. There's a difference.
Sure.
Uh,
I count it.
so you start counting it, and hold on, my fucking computer is bugging. Give me a second. Math. You count the both of you together, and these coins, by the way, are in fact everyone's favorite currency.
Oh, it's not Electrum, is it?
It is in fact Electrum.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
And all of them on the face side of the coin are imprinted with the visage of Strahd von Zarovich, and on the back, what appears to be Castle Ravenloft. In total, there's 4,985 Electrum.
Hang on, wait a second. 4,900 what?
4,985.
Alright.
So that's
That amount for each of us.
997. Very
I'm
good.
gonna find a way to burn one of those in a spell.
But yeah, the money and
I'm trying to see
So
how
we
much.
each get 997.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, for the 5 of us. That's 997 each.
Yeah. And
Scraps gets a ration.
997 Electrum is 498 GP and 5 silver pieces.
Okay, so Electrum is a mixture of silver and gold.
Yeah, I think it's like, was it gold core silver plated?
It's
Yeah,
literally
it's an
an
alloy.
alloy
It's an
between the two.
alloy of gold and silver.
Why is your dad
With
such a fucking cheapskate?
Oh, that's just a common currency here.
all right, hang on.
500 electrum for a loaf of bread, please.
It's a good conductor of electricity. I know how I'm using this one.
It's like using dollar bills for wallpaper.
You know, it's like it has value. Everyone just hates it because it's such a weird amount of value.
And you purposely did electrum.
It is in fact the state currency.
And another reason Strahd needs
hates
to die.
people.
Like literally why he needs to die. Electrum? Like what fucking year is it?
No, and I hate it too because like everything in the module, regardless of where you go and where you find treasure,
Electrum.
unless you get it from the body of another dead adventurer, it's gonna be Electrum. And the people here will use silver and copper. Doesn't seem like anyone has any gold though.
I mean, like, it makes
Also,
sense.
an Electrum's like the wealthiest foreign currency they've got.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Strahd figures he can get such an abundance of it that he can just hand it out, and it basically has no like real value when it comes compared to gold.
Well, it has no real value here, at least, because is there even really an economy?
No, there is Strahd.
Right.
I'm sorry, Josh Groban.
You do well to remember my moniker. No,
Josh Groban.
Oh my god.
Josh Groban.
But yeah, what are the potions?
One appears to be. Hold on.
I'm not sure a game of bamboozle in the middle of a conflict is the best time to figure out what the potions do.
Yes.
One appears to be red. And the other one appears to be. Uh, uh, what color would this be? I don't know. We'll say pink.
I mean, we can take a sip of each potion to see what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dip my pinky into the pink one. Just taste a little bit.
It's a potion of mind reading.
Ooh.
And for a split second, you hear our thoughts, and then they fade away.
And,
Like suddenly a weird wave of.
I wonder what kind of potion. I wonder what kind of potion. What kind of potion?
That one is mind reading.
That could be useful.
and the other one, whoever tastes it, it is an elixir of health.
Elixir of health.
Okay. Can we leave now?
All right. I imagine you guys are uncomfortable here. We can head out and meet up with Neo. Give him his cut.
Okay.
Alrighty, so you guys are leaving the castle.
Yep.
I'll just move you just to the Vallaki map and say that you're down. But you head outside of the castle, and Vex, would Neo be waiting for them?
Yeah.
Okay, Neo's waiting for you guys. Just past the drawbridge.
Very good.
Beautiful.
Was he doing anything? Was he whittling again?
No, he's doing his thing with the what's it called the necklace.
Ah, so you were tuning.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, easy enough. Because they would have been in there for a little bit. But yeah, so you all head back to Vallaki, I'm assuming.
We didn't get to stay for dinner.
Beautiful.
You wouldn't enjoy the kind of dinner that my father has.
You know,
Oh.
your dad's a very interesting man. I feel like we should come visit more often.
You can visit if you want to. I will not.
I mean, I ran
Does
away for 70 years. Not 70 years. 50 years. And now I'm back, so I don't imagine that you guys probably feel similar feelings to that.
I wonder what dinner with Straw would be like.
He'd probably have you for dinner.
Hmm. I've heard some things, but
Who's had dinner with the devil and survived?
have not met anyone.
Me, my mother, my father, his other generals.
Any normal, non-noble blood?
Yeah, sorry.
Um,
We're talking about normal people. Sorry.
all right, fine. Okay, I get it. I see how it is.
No, what actually? How did it go with you and your family with Strahd?
I mean, my father was there to discuss business, and my mom kept me occupied to not cause trouble, to not, um, to not start climbing the walls and stuff like that.
I mean, like, forgive me for like saying it like this, but this is like the only analogy I can think of. Was Strahd at one point like your quote unquote like uncle per se?
No, he was not my uncle, but he is the one who turned my father into a vampire. So, in a way, we are connected by blood, but at the same time, not really.
Mm. And your dad and him still have like a working relationship?
Well, yeah, he's one of his generals.
Well, like I know that. I'm just saying, like, over the years it could kind of like fall off a little bit.
What are you trying to get at, Kai?
I'm just making conversation.
Are you trying to like see if we have an angle of like working with my father to take down Strahd?
I'm just making conversation and looking at each and every avenue.
Well,
Maybe this isn't a conversation to be had in front of your father's castle.
probably not.
I mean, Strahd could literally hear us anywhere, so I don't think it makes any fucking difference. I don't think.
I wouldn't say the devil is really the concern right now, but perhaps.
Fair enough. We will continue this another time.
I'm just gonna look back, see if there was anybody like paying attention to the conversation that was being had.
No, you guys would have been like walking down the road after, because you wouldn't have picked up Neo until like after you'd exited the castle proper and went over the
Gotcha.
drawbridge. So yeah, no one's in and around the woods near you.
Beautiful.
Well,
Hello.
You have 997 electrum.
Electrum.
yo, let's freaking go.
We're rich.
Yeah,
Rich.
gotta love that Electrum.
It is a suitable conductor for electricity.
Hence the name.
Yes.
But 997.
Correct.
Okay. For some reason, my second monitor doesn't want to work, so I'm working on that.
Oh my goodness, it was used as an exterior coating for pyramids and obelisks.
Yeah.
That is
makes a lot of
wild.
sense. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because, pyramids were just big power generators. Tesla knew, man. 369, damn, she fine.
No. One more time.
Get low. Get low, get low
What I
to the
what I didn't know is
window.
that it's a naturally occurring alloy.
Oh, is
You
it
don't have to
really?
make it.
Yeah, it's a natural alloy, primarily gold and silver, but there are traces of copper and other metals.
Probably
Yeah,
the
I knew
copper
it
that
was.
makes it.
I just thought that it was one you had to make.
That's pretty neato, Mosquito. But yeah, you're walking back into the town. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we can deal with the potential uprising that the Burgermeister asked us to look into. We could head to Kresik to check things out there with our new friend. Or we could do as my father suggested, see if the other lords need assistance.
I'm hungry.
There's also the hags that the stealings the children.
That too, we could probably deal with that.
Oh,
There's
I,
that as well.
we should get bread first and then do that.
Yeah, let's go to the Blue Water. Get you some food.
Thank you.
Okay. Head on over to the Blue Water Inn.
Blue Water Tavern. Where do we put our pieces?
Bottom
This is
right.
a big map.
I can't see anything.
Ooh.
Because your token's not down. Go to the bottom right.
Here. There you are. That is a horse.
I can see.
It's cheese legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheese legs. He'd be with you.
Cheese leg.
So as we're coming up, I'm gonna start putting on the ear jewelry. It makes it look like as though she has elven ears.
Okay.
Is it really that much of a point of shame for you, Dorje?
The less attention I draw, the better. And
I mean,
yes,
you're walking in with a group of adventurers. I don't think you'll be able to draw any more attention.
that's true. But people don't typically ask if I look the part.
As you head into the tavern, things are a little bit lively. You see the two hunters in a little bit of an argument over at their table. They seem to have recently killed another wolf, and they just kind of have it dead on the table in between the both of them. A bunch of everybody else just seems to kind of be ignoring them, doing their own thing, their own separate groups, drinking here and there. And these two finer dressed looking gentlemen having their beverages.
Yeah, I approach the bar.
Very well. You approach the bar.
I'll sit at the bar as well.
Danica would come over and, oh, well, welcome back. What can I get for you?
No, it's the same people that were here the last time.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Blue Water Inn. Same
Actually, it's much
clientele
more,
every day.
seems more filled than before.
I'll take an ale, please, and a salad with extra cheese.
Okay, is goat cheese all right?
Yeah, then no, that's fine. In fact, you know what? Just put the whole block in.
You what? You want the whole block with it? Okay,
What?
sure. How am I to argue?
He's a foreigner.
I was anticipating eating at your father's, and we didn't eat, and then we walked. So therefore, I am very hungry.
That your expectations determines how hungry you are.
I was starving.
Well, that makes sense.
It makes sense in a
Alright.
Fey world.
I mean, hear me out.
No,
I
I
have
mean,
to
if
be
you think
very
about food, we get
charismatic.
hungrier.
So a whole block of cheese, a salad, an ale, Inigo, for you.
Wine, please.
Okay, okay. And then she'll just kind of like step down over to you, Dorje. Anything for you?
I think just a soup and bread, please.
Okay, okay. Go to Elena. Anything for you?
A wine.
All right, all right.
Actually, Danica, mine. Half glass of wine.
Only a half. Okay.
I think his other half.
That's
Okay. 1.5. She's writing this on like a little notepad with like a we'll say like a quill or some shit. I don't fucking know. Uh, Neo, do you approach it all, or are you just sitting back over there?
No, I just sit by the door here.
Okay.
There are more seats. If you want.
Yeah, there are enough seats if you want one. It's just the
No,
layout.
it's a little cramped.
Okay, gotcha. All right, she'll rush
He's
off
with
into
us
the
in
back
spirit.
and head into the back and go
I
play with you guys' orders.
Kai will get an extra ale, and he'll say, "You know what, guys? I'll pick up the tab."
Thank you.
I won't say no.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Kai.
No problem.
All right. After a little bit, she'll come out with everything that you guys ordered, uh, and once she makes sure that everyone just like has what they need, she'll head over, making her way through the tables, just checking with other folks if they need anything until eventually she'll get over to you, Neo, and ask you if you want to order anything.
No, not today. Thank you.
I walk up to Neo, and the extra ale is for you, Neo. Cheers.
Are you paying?
I paid already. Yep.
All right. Thank you. Set on top of the table.
No problem.
We'll say what, like a silver for wine. What'd you get? You got soup and bread. Call that like, yeah, like I'm just gonna use silver here because I don't think anyone has any fucking coppers.
I do. I have 25 copper.
Okay, yeah, soup and bread would probably be like, I don't know, that'd be like 5 copper. I feel like maybe
Alright.
Can you put that in Electrum terms, please?
in Electrum terms. She'll
Electrum
say
is like
for,
5 silver.
yeah, it's like 5 silver. So for everything you ordered, she'll say like 2 Electrum for your stuff, guy.
Okay. And then, so in total though,
Oh yeah, that's right. You technically ordered for
I ordered
for
for everybody.
Neo. Yeah, you
Yeah.
ordered for everybody. So Oh yeah, that's right. So Dorje, are you okay with Kai paying for you then?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So then I'll say if I get 3 Electrum for everything.
Fuck yeah. Okay. That off.
Now I've
Say
done myself a bother.
yes, you see, this is it's coming to bite you in the ass.
I mean, I could have just thrown it out the window and said that they switched to gold since the last time anyone was here, but nah.
Continuity.
Retcon. Yeah. What's the atmosphere in the bar currently? Like, is it just like talking, or is there kind of like some music, or is it just
No, there's no music. It's mostly low talking. The two hunters seem to have stopped arguing with each other, and actually they would get up and leave with the wolf in tow. The last thing you heard, them seemingly agreeing with each other on what they're going to do, which is just bring it to the Burgermeister and split the reward for the wolf head.
Oh, they were arguing over who shot it first.
Yeah.
And they did it in
Cool.
town, so one wouldn't get angry enough to shoot the
You're
other.
right?
Yeah. That way they don't accidentally have a accident in the woods.
Oh,
What's the
accident.
barkeep's name?
Oh, my favorite kind of monarch succession hunting accident.
Dylan, what's the barkeep's name?
Danica.
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 Danica, would you mind I played some music in here?
Oh, sure, yeah, you can if you want to. We haven't had any entertainment in a while.
Hey, less. This looks like a VIP club. I will go, like, kind of on the foot of the steps, so everyone can kind of see me, and I'll kind of like, perch myself up, and I'll start playing my lute.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may have heard of other songs like this. I call this singing in the cellar. And he starts stringing his lute.
Okay, alright. Make me a performance check, why don't you?
Yes, you wish. Oh yeah. Oh
All
yeah.
right.
Singing in the
Okay,
cellar.
good.
Let's go.
Something about the sorrowful tones of this almost nigh funeral dirge seems to really resonate with the dour people of this tavern, and with a couple of tears in their eyes, once it ends, they all clap, and you hear a couple of them go, "Play something else! Play something else! You're great!"
Thank you. And just for the last lines of singing in the cellar, it's kind of like a really dark ending because we're here in Barovia. No matter how hard you sing, no one can hear you.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So kind of giving a retrospective, no matter how hard you cry or like talk about how shitty Barovia is, Strahd hears you, but he's not gonna listen. So
You hear like you hear like one of them go, "Oh, this reminds me of that song. There's weeping in the attic."
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Okay, he's gonna play another song. This one's gonna be more upbeat. The Electric Horse.
The electric horse.
Yes.
Okay,
I will make
sure.
a second performance check.
Go ahead.
Oh, very good.
Very good.
All
Yeah.
right.
Not as good, but still
But
liked.
still, yeah, it's pretty good.
Very good.
You change up the tone and the tempo, and people are, even though they've never heard electric horse before, they're like clapping along to the rhythm, and they seem to be really enjoying themselves. A couple of them throw a few silver pieces to you.
Thank you. I'm here all night. All right. he's gonna like fade from like singing, and then for most of the time, now he's just gonna be like playing his lute, and just keeping like the atmosphere of the bar, at like a cool level.
Okay, that's easy enough.
How much silver?
We'll say about say about like 4 silver pieces.
No,
Toss a
it's all
coin if you can.
These people don't seem like they have much, so what little they had, they gave.
Which is absolutely fine.
But as Kai sort of sets the atmosphere for the rest of, the time that you're going to be here, what all are the rest of you doing? You just enjoying your food and drinks?
I think like discussing on what we should do next probably.
Okay. Go ahead.
Is it raining on someone's window, or are they sitting next to a crackling fireplace?
Oh, you can hear the. You hear
Where's the
the rain?
noise?
Yeah, it sounds really
Which one?
nice.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's raining outside of my. Yeah, like it's raining by me. But I'm also listening
Yeah,
to
that's
ambient
Dylan's
stuff.
mic. That's
Oh.
your mic, Dylan.
Hold on.
It must be hitting your AC.
Yeah, it's hitting my AC.
I mean, it probably sounds like that in Vallaki anyways.
It's interesting because I'm actually listening to because the bot won't play these anymore. I'm listening to that, and it is also raining for the ambience. So so it's kind of like I'm hearing double rain.
double rain.
Double rain. Yeah, I'm surprised my mic's picking that up. Usually it doesn't pick that up.
No, it knew that it was fitting for the setting.
Yeah, yeah. um, but yeah, go ahead. Do it. Have your discussion.
Hey, Nico,
Yeah,
you like my new tattoo?
tattoo.
You got a tattoo?
Show him the back of my hand. Or what? It was the what was it? The arm right above the hand. I think, Dylan.
Yes. Yeah, the arm right above the hand, and it's a like a gold outline. The ink seems to be, and it's like a maple leaf and an oak leaf, sort of like side by side with each other, connecting at the stems.
When the hell did you get that?
Remember when I went back in the portal?
Yeah.
Then.
Oh. You. What is it? What does it signify?
I think where I'm from. I'm pretty sure.
God.
I didn't ask. I didn't expect a tattoo. It just kind of appeared.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's like maybe the symbol for where I'm from.
Could be. Well, what do you think we should do next? We could head out, look into the problem. We could head over to Kresik.
That's
I
where you're from.
believe, in a sense, yes, I was born there.
Yeah, so you'd be like our expert if we went there.
Yeah, personally, I've never been to Kresik, so I wouldn't know anything there.
DM, what would you know about Krezik?
You would know that
Aside
it
from like
is.
the mad guy.
Oh yeah. Besides him, yeah. So right. So the Lord is Vladimir Zelant. You would know that it's sort of more of a town that cropped up around a religious site, specifically on the mountainside, the Abbey of Saint Markovia. And it's always been a place that people have sort of like the more religious folk of Barovia have gone to for pilgrimage and for sort of like sanctuary and respite. The abbot there is said to be a pretty decent healer and usually cures people of ailments if they're able to make it there. And he doesn't usually ask a fee. However, in more recent times, it seems that the abbot kind of lost his mind a little bit and declared open rebellion against the forces of darkness, and has been effectively keeping Zalant's forces outside of the town.
Like he found his money.
And
Accurate.
yeah, and he's been fighting a sort of guerrilla war against them. And the thing is that people, mind you, not vampires, are freely allowed to come and go as they please within the town. And even though the place is technically like quote unquote under siege, uh, you've still been able to make it in and out of there since then because like it's very much the way the vampires put it. It's a show because anytime that they get attacked, nothing really happens that's significant enough to do anything to them. So
Hmm.
it just seems to be like a
Yeah.
lot of posturing.
Well, it is considered a holy place, so to speak. Only I
Fun.
believe the abbot has a few screws loose.
Why isn't he leading some kind of rebellion?
Let's just say he really doesn't like vampires. But to most, at least from the outside, it looks more like a how do you say it? A performance than anything else.
I mean, sounds like Kai's kind of place.
He's still stringing his lute.
Sounds
Actually,
like Neil's kind of place too, honestly.
um, Dorje, would you ever have like is your character I guess like religious enough to have ever ventured to the abbey?
Um, she would be knowledgeable enough to have a tentative relationship with religion. So she would go in, but she wouldn't, I guess, take anything out per se.
Okay, so you've visited before. You just haven't really like attended any
She's like the
services or
average
anything like that.
citizen who is like religious but not like dedicated to it.
So then I would say if you have in fact been there, you would also know that the abbot is a drow.
And the abbot is, well, he's a full blood drow.
Those aren't common here.
At least in Kresk they are. Another reason why I do this, and she motions to her ears.
Yeah, I initially thought you were a dusk elf at first.
There was a time I thought the Dusk Elves and the drow was similar.
Very different. It was the Poindexter.
Who just showed up? My screen fell asleep.
That's it's your good friend. That's the actual art for him. That's Ricky.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't know that.
No, Ricky.
Yes, it's Ricky.
There he is.
We should
Did he
probably.
just come in and sit across from me?
Oh yeah. He came in, looked around, and just decided to sit across from you.
Okay.
I imagine we're having our conversation what to do next, so it's just you, Neo, and Ricky.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I think eventually Dorje might start like quietly singing along with the music that that Kai's playing, just around her breath.
oh thunder. Hope I don't.
I
Lose
ain't
my
rolling
word.
shit because ain't nobody hearing me.
No, that's fine.
I mean,
I mean, we got high passive perceptions.
yeah, I'm right next to you with the 19.
That's fair.
Yeah, I got 18.
um, so Neo, you see Ricky come in, and he would sit down across from you and just kind of like hold his finger up for a drink, and Danica would come over shortly afterward. And once he has it in his hands, he just takes a big old gulp and sets it down and looks over at you. So, you guys are back in town.
Very perceptive.
Did you happen to hit that place up that I told you about?
We did. Yeah.
Okay. Is it uh, open?
I look over to the three funny people at the table, all charred, their equipment fucking burned. Kai as well. Yeah, it's open. Well, I think it is, at least.
Okay, all right. That is phenomenal. You didn't happen to find anything when you went in there, did you?
Me, personally? No. I didn't
Okay.
go inside after all.
Oh, all right. So you just waited outside.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Why? Were you looking for something?
Nothing in particular.
They threw a hamster out of it.
I don't remember my master having a hamster, but okay.
The the carriage outside got, well, exploded.
Oh, right. I knew there was something I forgot to tell you about. See, Esmeralda tried sneaking in there for me, and well, she kind of gave up, and she left her carriage behind. Came back to Vallaki, and she's very cautious.
Yeah, that's a word for it. I thought you all could have seen and maybe even heard the explosion all the way from here.
A plume of smoke rising up over the
No,
horizon.
no, I'm sorry about that, but no, we did not see that from here.
That's fine too. I didn't even get down on it.
Yeah, she's got some issues, and she's working through them. Paranoia.
Okay, well, I do have the necklace around my neck now, though.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he would see that and he would just go, "Oh, that's nice. That's fancy. Where'd you find that?"
Someone gave it to me.
You didn't happen to see my master when you were there, did you?
I don't know who your master is. Even if I did, I wouldn't be able to tell.
The wizard, Kazan?
No, nobody of that name.
Damn. I guess he really is dead. Well, at least you're giving me some good news. You still coming to the circus?
Oh, is it today?
Tomorrow.
I don't know where we're going next yet, but if we're still around, sure.
Okay.
I know
Yeah, I
the kid
mean,
promised to perform in it.
you did.
Mm.
Your one friend promised to perform, but I mean, if you guys can't make it, I understand. Stuff comes up.
Well, do you have anything for us to do in here? So we just, don't keep idle hands.
Yeah, actually, I might have something for you. Hold on. Does he have anything for you?
Let's look into his side quests folder.
My side quest folder.
It was those hags that were kidnapping children.
Hags.
Well, he would. Yeah, actually, that. Well, two things. There's been a recent string of kidnappings of children. Um, the Bears investigation. I haven't been
Heard
able
about that.
to look into it yet. Wait, what did you say?
Heard about that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, it's bad. It's one thing if regular folk go missing. Sometimes these people around here they don't bat an eye, but kids go missing. Well,
Kids are the
that's a different
future.
story. Yeah, children are the future of Barovia. Um, he
The kid of today is the husk of tomorrow.
the kids of today are the husk of tomorrow. That's great. Um, and besides that, hold on. There was one other thing. Let me find it in the notes real quick. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
I'm gonna be right back. Gotta run to the bathroom.
Andy.
Have fun.
Those at the bar do notice more Ricky, I would go over there later before he leaves.
Okay. Yeah, you'd be able to, easy enough. Um, sorry, I'm just trying to find this in my book. I'm going through the physical book
I
because,
go as well, if I notice.
okay.
Hey, Nico, do you have that? Who had the journal?
The journal. Oh, I do.
Oh yeah, I think it's something that I have to ask Ricky, but I wanted to ask him. Mm, Ask it later though.
Um, he'll say, there's also been another issue. Besides the disappearances, and I'm unsure if the two things are related, there's been several attacks lately. It seems to be as though some of the churchgoers to St. Andrew's here have been getting attacked by what I can only assume to be vampires. But it doesn't seem to be the house guard. They usually they don't hide their movements. If they suspected them of anything, they would have hauled them back to the castle and just drained them there, or drained them in the street. But these people are getting attacked in alleyways, in their homes. It's not how things are usually done around here. It's a problem.
Holes in the neck.
Yeah, every time. Only seems to happen at night too, when they're coming back from later services. Always in small groups of one or two. They get separated from the rest of the congregation. We haven't had any deaths as of yet.
Anybody specific getting attacked? Tusks, or maybe just women? Anything of the sort?
Nothing like that. But as I said, it only seems to be people that are members of the congregation. Anyone else find themselves roaming out at night haven't been attacked. I even took a walk around the other night just to see if I can get someone to come after me, and nothing. Although maybe they knew that I'd be a little bit more of a challenge.
Possibly.
And when he had said that, you would have seen he would have like just very slowly from inside of his coat pulled out a wooden stake to show you, and then just tucked it back in and patted it.
Also has a necklace of garlic on.
I open my my own
As
fucking
soon as he
coat
walked in,
slightly
he goes
to
like,
show
"Oh
him.
God, what is that horrid smell?"
He showed me yours, and he just
Yeah, I open my coat slowly, and I also have a bunch of snakes.
he like leans forward and like he's looking at you over the glasses on the edge of his nose, and he just gives you a wink, and he's like, "Good man."
Gotta be prepared. It's their land after all.
Can never be too careful. And but yeah, and he's like, if you could look into those things, I would appreciate it. You'd be helping an old man out.
We did already see something regarding the children kidnapping.
Do you have any solid leads? You know who it might be?
Yes, pretty much. I would ask for compensation for the information, but I don't think those would be okay with that. Speaking of which,
Yeah, Lena would just come over at this point. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How you been?
Uh, okay. There was some weird stuff at that place you wanted us to go.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I'll say he'd been having this conversation with you, Neo, kind of hushed, and he's just like, yeah. Well, I heard that you found some interesting stuff, and but the place is open, right? Like it's all good now,
As
cleared
he's
out.
asking this, I swing my backpack around to the front and just open it so he can see what's at the top of the backpack.
Oh, and is it the wand?
No, it's the head.
No, I have the
Oh,
wand.
oh, he just stops. He's, hold on, Danica. I'm taking my usual room. She goes, okay,
Close the backpack back up.
and
I thought this would be better suited for a more private conversation.
That's how you start a conversation.
I got a dismembered head in my bag. Let's go talk in private.
he'll just kind of get up and
What are you buying?
he'll give a look over at Kai in case he decides he wants to come along. Because at this point, Kai, you'd see like all of your friends gathered around the table talking to this dude.
That you've
And
never
he'll
seen before.
Yeah, that you've never seen before, and he'll get up and just head out the front door.
Is the crowd still like with the music, or are they kind of just not with it anymore?
It's kind of wound down. Like they appreciate the ambience, but it's not like that's the sole thing that they're paying attention to. They've kind of just gotten back into enjoying their drinks slash talking with each other.
All right, he's gonna do like one like last solo, and then just end it, take a bow, and then hop off.
It's gonna end it all.
It's gonna
Yes.
end it all. Okay.
Should have
Uh,
known when he started paying for other people's drinks.
Time to commit suicide.
I'm going to
Yeah.
commit suicide.
uh, Ricky will head around the side of the building to a series of stairs and head up them.
Where are you going? There you are.
Ugh.
And it would bring you. Let me give you a little. No, not that, not that.
Dorsey falls down the stairs.
Ah!
It's-
You'd be
can't-
up there.
Yeah, we can't drag
We-
ourselves
yeah.
up there. There's a wall.
You can't. Damn.
No, there's a
Nope.
wall.
Oh, what the fuck? I literally just dragged you over there.
Yeah, you can't drag
There we
us there. We can't. There's an immovable object.
No, what I mean
Where
is,
do I go?
I had
Oh, we
dragged.
could have dropped a new version of
Oh, we
ourselves. I
could have,
suppose.
yeah.
Neo
But that's too much work.
coming along. But he would
I just completely
come up,
moved.
yeah, and just head into this room and
Riley's on the bed.
sit on
Kai,
the
how are
bed.
you getting up here?
Magic.
How are you already in the room?
It's a small room.
The second one in here.
Look, it's a small place, man.
I'll be
I mean,
here
each
by the
tile is
door.
5 feet, so that's 15 by
15 by
15.
15 room.
It's not,
Yeah, it's not
too
bad.
bad.
My head's hitting on the ceiling.
It's over 200 square feet.
Well, your head wouldn't be hitting the ceiling out on the balcony there, but if you went into the room, you'd have to, scrunch
Crouch.
down to get through the door.
If
So-
if
We're
room
from
needs
out
to be
here.
made, I can go up into the rafters.
Ricky would just, I guess, sort of as a last call, see if you're going to come in or not. And,
I can hear from out here.
okay,
You
sure.
Get the fuck in here.
Uh,
All right. Yeah, you found it. What do you want to know?
Well, there was like that's just kind of like one of the things. It was weird. There's like a wand that belongs to a famous wizard from the material plane, like a different one or something.
What? Oh,
Have you heard of a
Wh-
Mordenkainen?
who's-
Yeah, do you know Mordenkainen? He has a very cool mansion.
as a guy that has spent all of his life in the mists, probably not.
I mean,
It's not like he's on a mountain just north of here.
You detect magic. You detect magic on you and all of your companions, and you detect some magic on Ricky.
If there's anything like out of the ordinary in the room, just in case.
No, you don't detect anything within the room, but you'd see that Ricky has some magic items on him. The cane that he uses to walk around seems to be magical.
Nice.
He's like, would you mind if I sell the wand?
I'll take it out of my bag.
doesn't like being used by people that aren't the name on the wand. I think we think.
Can I see your cane?
Why do you? Sure, why not? I better get it back though, and he'll just toss it over to you.
May I inspect after you do the wand with him?
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
I pass over the wand. Like, there's a chance it might be sentient. It didn't attack me when I said I just wanted to look at it.
It
Yeah,
really did not like being identified.
Or someone trying to use it.
I don't imagine that it would. And as he's looking at it, and you would see the text flash on it again, and he's just kind of, well, if I always had my suspicions, but that would mean that Kazan was probably Mordenkainen, which means if I ever find him, if he's still alive, I'm gonna have to give him this back. I
Yeah, we were
asked
gonna go ask Morty if he knew about it.
Morty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some crazy druid, wizard, cleric guy on.
No, not the wizard. He was very adamant about that.
I don't know. He knew
He was
things
a
that.
caster of some
Yeah, he
kind.
was some kind of spellcaster.
And where did you meet him?
Oh, Mount Baratok.
Well, in the woods below Mount Baratok, really.
I
And
see.
now he resides on top of Mount Baratok.
In a cave. Well, in a mansion in a cave.
It was quite magnificent.
That can't be a coincidence.
He
Well,
seemed quite adamant that he wasn't the Mad Mage when asked, but I believe his. What is it? Um, his companions in the mansion, they seemed relatively certain it was a possibility.
And he did know the riddle to open.
No, his
servants know the
servant in
riddle.
the little. He didn't.
True.
would the servants halflings?
Named Bevins.
All
Well,
right, that's him.
they said they weren't Bevins, but he thought they were all Bevins.
Yeah, that even before he seemingly has forgotten some things about himself. I think that's just been a running gag of his.
Oh, so he's just an asshole. Okay.
If you go looking for him, though, be careful. If you ask him to heal you, he'll just make you forget that you're hurt.
Yeah, that part makes me
Uh,
think he's not a cleric. Because if he was a cleric, he would have just healed you.
Definitely not.
Whether he likes pranks.
Or he's just a prick.
well, I will keep that in mind. Um, would you be willing to part with this so that I might return it to him?
I mean, it's useless to us, right?
Yeah, it didn't seem like it would let any of us use it.
He's probably not going to remember. Do you have a way of
You
reminding him who he was?
you would remember better if your hands grasped your old sword. Um,
Hmm.
I I might have some alchemical stuff that I could whip up, help with memory recovery, unless it's a curse. But he had a mighty fall, so I'm just assuming it's a combination of brain damage and being tired of living in this shitty place. But I'll take this back to him if there's no objections, and I owe you all. So if you ever need assistance again, like you did when you had contracted lycanthropy, you know where to find me.
I do have something that, based on the contents of it, I don't know you'll particularly like. I pull out the journal of Ricky Van Richten and pass it over to him.
Right. Yeah, I thought I burned that. Um, look. Esmeralda kind of already gave most things away anyway because she's not good with the whole espionage aspect of shit. Uh, but I'm a monster hunter. And I'm here to kill Strahd. That's kind of always been the goal. Well, it's became a primary goal since I've been trapped here. I had originally come here for the Vishtani, for what they did to my son.
Erasmus.
Yeah. But as time goes on and I get older and nobody kills that old bastard, well, having difficulty finding things. My master, shortly before his fight with the devil and his subsequent death slash, well, disappearance in this case, he had managed to help me track down someone involved as he kind of like looks over towards you, Elena, like your backpack, eyeing it. That man had a hand in the kidnapping of my son. I was trying to find as
Well,
much information from him as I could.
oh, you can have him if you want him. Hold the backpack open in front of me to him.
Yeah, we
I,
managed to speak with Dead with him, so we've learned a few things.
Yeah, we held him over a fire.
Yeah, I barely managed to do some Vishani magic to speak with Dead, but it worked.
mm, well, I still have plenty of questions for him, and he'll just come over, reach into the bag, and pull the head out by the hair.
Oh,
And
Berger turns around like, oh shit.
and he puts you watch his like satchel. He opens it and then just sticks the head in and his arm in, and it's like it seems to be going way deeper than it needs to or should even be possible. And then he'll just pull his hand all the way, well, his arm all the way out, and close it up. Yeah, I'll do that later in private time. No need to deal with that unpleasantness here.
Plus, I think you have to wait a few days before you can ask him again.
That sounds about right.
What exactly happened with your son?
It's a bit of a long story.
I mean, we're all trapped here.
Well, he would effectively. It's. I mean, it's the same as what's in the journal. Uh, wait a second. Or did you not? Oh, were you guys not able to read it?
No, we read it. We read it.
Oh,
We read it.
okay.
We read it.
Read what?
Hold on.
The Journey of Ricky Van Vrichten.
Ah, yes.
Oh, you only have the.
Yeah, we just have an excerpt.
Yeah, you don't have the full thing. All right, my bad. Um. Well, Erasmus was taken by the Vishtani and sold to a vampire. And he was made the minion of a very specific and tricky type of vampire known as a Night Stalker.
Do I know what a Night Stalker is?
Uh, yeah, I think the closest thing would probably be basically what your dad is. Very, very close in proximity to one another.
Ah, those are not not fun vampires to know.
No. Well, they took him, and I went after some of them, extracted some information about his whereabouts from those that I could, and well, hold on, I just want to make sure. Yeah, he would say that the vampire that his son was sold to was a Baron Metis, and he shamefully admits that he might have killed quite a few Vishtani that were involved in the kidnapping of his son, uh, in quite a gruesome way. He quite literally fed them to zombies. Uh, However, as I guess sort of a karmic blowback of that, he was cursed by the Vishtani, like the leader of that group of Vishtani, and he's been dealing with that ever since. But he's still looking for his son.
Did you happen to find out who he was given to? Or the region the person he was given to?
Right. Well, I didn't find out until after I'd made my way here and continued my investigation. That he has been taken by, or sold to Baron Metis. But however, I cannot leave this plane.
Oh, he's not even in Barovia.
Unfortunately, no.
Oof.
What, he's back on the material plane?
Yeah. Sorry, wait. Say that again.
What? So what? He's back on like the material plane, or what?
No, one of the other domains of dread.
Oh, what now?
Domains of Dread.
I've heard stories about the others. Don't hear too much because people don't really come from them. Or those that go out looking don't either never make it there or don't come back.
Very encouraging.
There are ways beside being Vishtani to traverse the mists between the domains. Something that I myself am aware of, but this is one of the few that once you have entered, you cannot leave lest by way of the Lord's permission. So until Strahd is dead, I cannot continue my quest to find my son. Which, with all the time that I've spent here, I fear that he has most likely been turned. I also have a nephew.
And two nieces.
Bastard.
And two nieces. I have a nephew and two nieces back home in Mordenshire, but
Yeah, when is the timeline gonna be decided?
you never know.
Both of these happening at the same time.
They could be. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't
Time is
know if Eve of
weird.
Ruin is occurring in Forgettable Realms or somewhere else.
I'm
Who
Um,
assuming.
there
knows?
was-
I was assuming it was Forgettable Realms.
we never did see why what waylaid the nephew on the road.
Yeah. Um. But he doesn't seemingly have anything else to say in regards to that.
So
Well,
the curse and you not being able to leave are two different things.
Oh yeah, I've always felt like I've been cursed, but I have quite literally been cursed now, and well, that shit's bad for your blood.
can I like attempt to determine the nature of his curse using the Vishtani connection? I have with it.
Sure. So you're only half. So the DC will be still kind of difficult.
Double.
It'll be double. And I'd say for this, what is it? Well, he's making you aware of the fact that he is in fact under a curse, and it's not like you're trying to identify it because identify and detect magic don't actually show you curses. So I guess make an Arcana check.
I'm proficient in those.
Hey, want to get some bardic inspiration?
I would not mind some bardic inspiration.
You
All right,
can,
he's
in fact.
he's inspired.
Okay.
That's a D10.
Six. Oh yes, D10. Yep.
Unless you multi-class.
I could offer. Never mind.
Aha!
29.
Beautiful.
Well,
you didn't
fuck.
need it.
Oh, he failed.
The DC was a 30.
Oh yeah, that wasn't double actually.
So strangely enough, as you're like trying to focus on this and like
Inigo's eye kind of bulges a bit.
get in touch with this, you strangely hear within your head the voice of an elderly Vishtani woman saying, "Live you always among monsters and see everyone you love die beneath their claws." And you get the feeling that it's quite a serious and heavy curse, for it was said with her dying breath. So it seems that him and his lineage are doomed.
Oh. 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 Oh no.
What?
Yeah, your whole bloodline's fucked.
Great.
Do you want to know the
You
specifics?
really need to work on your bedside manner. Amigo.
Sure, I mean, there might be a way to break it.
Yeah, it'd probably be easier to break it by knowing the effects. You and everyone you love, will at some point die to a monster's claws.
What did you do to deserve that?
She cursed him in in her dying breath. So that makes it particularly powerful. I don't even think the standard remove curse would work.
No, you do not.
So what? Like wish?
That could probably do it.
Or
Possibly.
divine intervention.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
divine intervention. Yeah.
There might be some orders that deal in the supernatural that could possibly figure out a way to cure it by making right what was wrong, but I don't know any of that. Something about a witcher, witches, a witches, something witches, witches.
Something about some inquisitors.
Um,
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to work on that.
Well, first step is probably finding a way out of here, which is killing the big man.
Does a dying breath curse work if they undie? Would that get rid of it?
That's a good question. I don't think
No.
it would. Might make it weaker? I don't know. Again, I look for people who are missing. I don't cure curses.
Yeah, and when you're suggesting the whole undead thing, Ricky's just
They're
like,
not undead, undie, like
well, undead, yeah,
resurrected.
yeah. He's just like, there wasn't a lot left. Yeah, and I because I kind of didn't understand it myself. I had to just reread it. Apparently, when he was tracking down the Vishtani who had taken his son, he was attacked by zombies in the woods, and he would have told you this. He was attacked by zombies in the woods, and the zombies stopped attacking him midway through because a lich appeared, seemingly a good-natured one, who effectively got the zombies to leave him alone, and he placed a ward upon him to prevent undead from attacking him further. And he animated a dead Vishtani that the zombies had also killed, to basically give him information on where the people went. And when he approached the camp, because they had told him that they had already sold his son to this Baron Midas, this, terrible vampire, for no reason other than to do it, something in him kind of snapped. And since the Lich was effectively on his side and didn't seem to care, I guess, because he figured he'd just get more bodies from it, allowed Ricky to command the zombies to basically devour them all. And
Ooh.
yeah, so that's
So
kind of
he's cursed.
he's cursed. Yeah, yeah.
This
That is
unfortunately did not
nasty.
happen in Kursk, though.
Believe it or not, though, that lich was missing a hand and an eye.
He could have been. He could have been. He could have been
Vecna's good alter
manipulating
ego.
things.
Well, no, he's putting the pawns in motion.
Yeah, he's putting the pawns in motion. He knew that this would lead to Friedrich showing up one day. But yeah. But Ricky will just kind of sit there and like process everything, and just slowly look around at the rest of you, and he's like, "Look, as I said, well, you said it too. The only way we're getting out of here is if we kill Strahd. I'm an old man. I was a pretty decent monster hunter in my prime, but the years have slowed me. I'm still proficient with, and oh, by the way, I'm sorry about this, Tom. Kai, with the cane, you would find that there is a little indent shortly below the handle, like in head area.
Yeah.
And when you click it in, you are able to then pull it. It's a sword cane. It's a silvered sword cane.
Nice.
And he goes, and he would like look over towards Kai and the blade and just be like, I still know how to wield a blade, and I could be useful in certain situations. And you already know that I have some levels of alchemical expertise and knowledge of monsters. Whatever you need from me, I'll provide to you, so long as your goal remains that of slaying the devil.
Well,
What magic is emanating off of the blade?
General enchantment.
General enchantment. Okay.
Wait a second. Are any of us aware of what happens to the person that kills the devil? I'm asking out of character.
No.
No. Okay.
no one's succeeded in permanently killing him before. People have tried,
Yeah.
but he's always come back.
Always.
The dark powers don't like letting their dark lords go.
I know that, or they
Yeah.
keep fucking up and killing him.
All right. I give the sword back to him.
I'll take it and like click it back into the cane sheath, and then he'll kind of stand up off the bed, leaning on the cane, and well. Oh, and he looks at Neo. With what I told you, as I said, not as spry as I used to be. So if you can look into it, I'd be very appreciative.
What was a hag? What I was trying to say earlier.
It was a hag.
Be down with it, but she's good.
Eyes?
Oh yeah, you remember those meat pies?
The meat pie. Oh, yes. What about them?
They're part of her scheme to get the parent into a stupor and then take the child into. I take out the hag sack. This thing. We managed to rescue some kids while we chased her into the woods, but she managed to get away. Though, Elena, you managed to think of a possible location that she might have went to?
Yeah, and I'll look apprehensively at Ricky V. Yeah, I think it was the yeah, one of the Vishtani told me where people that matched that description was when I asked them about a spell that was put on the cat. So
And
I think it's the same ones that are in there's a coven of hags apparently in a windmill to the southeast. Uh,
you must be talking about old Bone Grinder.
Who?
Old Bone Grinder. It's an old windmill, one of the oldest. Well, no, the oldest in the valley.
yeah, yep, that's what Madame Eva called it.
Yeah, we we walked past it, and when I was younger, we never went close to it.
Hold on. Give me a minute, guys. I gotta help my dad with something. Let's, I
Take a
know.
10!
Yeah, let's take a tenner.
20.
No.
Yes, 30.
I'm gonna read from my
No.
computer and see if that fixes why I can't use my other monitor.
Whom's left?
Still here.
Anton left.
Goodbye, Anton.
Well, Anton left a while ago.
Oh, Bean left.
Yeah.
I didn't notice Bean was gone, but I noticed Anton was gone.
Anton's not in here? Nice.
He was here,
Yeah.
but he left.
He was muted though.
He couldn't tell any spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Kai's gonna get himself killed.
Oh yeah, probably drained by Inigo's father.
I
If I were to take a wild guess,
have spells.
Mm.
that won't save
Oh
you.
god.
They will save me. You know what? Not even his spells. Kai's just charm. His charm is just too much.
Actually, yeah, he might not drain you. He might instead take you as a
Turn him into
personal
a jester or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
which could
Not gonna
potentially be a
lie.
fate worse than death.
I'm not gonna lie, what?
That was something that that hit me just a little bit before we started the game. Like, oh my goodness, Dorje has never been in the house of like a vampire lord. Her immediate thought is gonna be, oh my god, I'm either gonna be a dancing monkey or I'm gonna be dinner.
I mean, you know you were with it. You were there with the son of the Lord, so probably
Yeah.
too much problem wouldn't have happened.
I had to
That
take
is
that
true.
opportunity.
Oh my god.
What kind of D&D player would I be if I didn't play my character to his complete peak?
That is fair.
Getting yourself killed.
Even if it meant getting himself killed, I'm in character. I did it for the
Oh my
vine.
god. I tend to chicken out of stuff like that, but that might change with what is it? With the Age of Ruin.
Green.
Ruin.
I just want to play Meave again. I fucking love Meave.
Your mushroom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 6-year-old Myconid.
Look, listen. If Vex and I die, oh boy, do we have a surprise.
Oh my god.
You're gonna be
Speaking
veggie
of
pygmies.
Then you pygmies? No. Better.
Yeah, different kind of fungus people.
Well,
Not
speaking
gonna
of
lie,
death.
if I end up dying. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
If I end up dying in Ruin, I'm coming back as a pirate.
Space
Pirate.
pirate. Yar.
Yes. Yar.
It entirely depends on where we are.
Yeah.
Space clown.
That would determine my.
Squid napper. Nah, man. Dylan wants to kill Kai. I can tell.
No.
Everyone wants to kill Kai. Kai
I
wants to
mean,
kill
who
Kai.
doesn't?
Why do you think? Why do you think he stood at the top of the stairs and like I'm ending it all?
Trying to commit suicide.
Eyes unfortunate end at the top of the bar.
It's yeah.
Yeah, we could probably go plug walk into a hag's den and
I
kick
will
some
plug
ass.
walk. You know, I'll plug and
But
crip walk.
it's getting late, right? Or is it still early?
It would be late in
It's
the day.
half. Oh, you're talking about the day. Okay, I'm like, are you talking like through
Yeah.
session? Like it's halfway through the session.
No,
Yeah.
no. You got to remember, Beck. Elena hasn't slept in like 2 days. Yeah. If we're doing I would suggest the hags tomorrow,
Agreed.
not today. Even though it's not that far out of town, I don't think.
Yeah.
I think it's only about as far as the Wizard's Tower. But I could be
So,
wrong.
We
I
do
was
have
just
to
mentioning, it
go
doesn't
up a
seem for us to go
switchback
out there.
to get there.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I can go straight up the switchback, but you guys have to walk around.
I can go up the switchback. I can go straight up too. I have a climb speed.
Yeah, but that still takes more effort than just walking up the wall.
No, it's the same speed.
No, I mean like physical exertion.
Oh,
Because for me, it's just a nice brisk walk. You're rock climbing. You're just
yeah, but
good at it.
if you stay upside down too long, the blood still goes to your head.
I don't think that's a problem for me anymore.
Wow.
If we've
That
walked
was,
we don't
past
know
some
that.
deer, you didn't notice anything.
that was punny.
We don't know that yet.
No, only Neo knows.
When can we see your dad again?
You did not just.
He's not talking to me.
I was looking at what I was gonna take at level 12, and I'm like, oh, I'll take this spell. And I'm like, no, that might expose an ego's thing.
What ranger spell could do that?
I wonder.
What I was looking at doing for 12th level, because you don't get a spell at 12th level, is would grant me a first level spell of illusion, or was it enchantment or divination?
Oh, Fey touched.
Because I just made a deal with the
You
not a
literally
deal.
touched a
I just
Fey.
pledged myself to the Fae. Yeah, so I figured it was fitting. But there's not very many good divination first level spells
No,
that aren't.
there is not.
There's some decent enchant ones, but they're ones I already have.
Hex is nice, but you already have Hunter's Mark, so why not?
Yeah, and they're both concentration, right?
Yeah, you can't snack them.
Hex is concentration. Yeah. It's kind of like how I can't use my elemental weapon and Hunter's Mark at the same time. Which was not the best plan.
Protection from evil and good is abjuration.
It's detect evil and good.
Oh, detect evil and good.
Yep.
I think I have that.
It would also detect myself.
Oh no, I switched that out for detect thoughts.
Good spell.
Are they in your area?
Thoughts in your area?
I've
Oh
detected.
my god. I walked right into that one.
It's just a pop-up appears in the bottom left of your vision.
Power armor in the future will have ads in your vision.
No.
Hey, this guy 60 feet away from you is thinking about what he ate for lunch.
Rock and roll McDonald.
I'd rather kill myself than live in that dark timeline.
What was it where I can't remember where they added a second moon that was used for a billboard.
Oh my goodness, really?
Some company built a second moon that was an advertisement.
Second moon.
That is wild.
I can't remember what it was.
Hang on. I'm gonna look this up. Second moon billboard.
Second moon
What you
company.
could do is you could take Hunter's Mark for Fey Touched. However, and then swap out, because I think you can swap out spells when you level up as a
I'll say
ranger. And you swap out that Hunter's Mark for a different spell.
It'll also be that I will end up with 3 different ways of casting Misty Step, which is just stupid. Actually, yeah, because I have it as a ranger spell, but then I also get it. It's an automatic one, like I didn't pick it. I also get it at a later level from my subclass as I get free castings of it.
Without using spell slots.
Yeah, well, not like a certain number of them. It's not like the signature spell thing.
Oh, gotcha.
I think it's wisdom modifier of them.
Holy.
I was looking at a detect.
Oh no, it's
Evil and Good
protection
because of
from.
the whole.
Yeah.
Sorry,
It's protection from evil and good that I would have had.
gotcha. Yeah, I was looking at that one because of the we're literally hunting vampires. So it seemed like a good idea, and then I remembered, oh, that would expose Inigo.
I mean, protection from evil and good, if you could pick it up, would not be bad because
That's abjuration, though.
it is.
Mm.
Oh,
I
and
am
rangers
able
don't
to
get
pick
it
it up.
unless they're Horizon Walker or Warlock or Monster Slayer. So you wouldn't be able to get it.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just two. Just the two. Just let me adore you. So now what?
I'll start it back.
Is everyone here?
Second.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No. Oh, I'm out of fruit snacks.
I'm sorry, maybe it wasn't. Okay, no, it wasn't a Booker movie. There was a proposal in 1993 to build a giant advertising billboard in outer space that would appear roughly
Oh
the same
my
size as the
goodness.
moon.
Yes.
Yeah, that I imagine that was met with a large protest from scientists.
Yeah.
I mean, so not the same size as the moon because it would be closer.
Yeah, obviously,
But yeah.
but like the light it would reflect would disrupt astronomy
Yeah.
and animals' behavior.
Mm. So basically, all the scientists, when they came up, went, "Hey,
Don't
here's a
do
better
that.
idea. How about no?"
It's not the dumbest idea that someone's had, but it is pretty dumb.
It's like 3 in
Uh,
the morning.
it was proposed in Congress, and the House of Representatives voted it down. The Russian branch of PepsiCo also tried to do it in 2019.
Oh my god.
But the
Imagine.
U.S. Pepsi company told them no.
All I can think of is just in outer space, I just see an ad for a Swiffer wet jet.
What a
You look up,
dystopia
and it's
we'd be
just an
living
advertisement
in.
for McNuggets.
Oh, that'd be such a horrible dystopia. Advertisements in the fucking sky. I want to look at the stars, not advertisements.
Beck, hear me out. That means there's twice as many solar eclipses.
No,
I
I'd become a domestic
swear.
terrorist at that point.
You'd become
I'll
a
help
terrorist?
you take down that second moon. I will learn how to do so, and I will help.
By the power of science.
That's no moon.
Yeah, we just need a really big laser
It's
and
a
we can do it.
billboard.
The death board.
Truly.
Yeah, if we slowly shine a laser at it at a specific angle over the course of hundreds of years, we will slowly deorbit it.
You just give it one dead pixel.
That would suck.
Nah, I'll find a way to, what is it, cannibalize the circuitry inside.
You have to
Yeah.
get to it.
A dead bull will be like, alright, I'll get it fixed in 300 to 400 business days.
Alright, so
But
we
then
ready to
everybody
start
gets
back
to
up?
see the stars. Yep.
Alrighty. So, coming back into it, Ricky just kind of looks around at the rest of yous and he's just like, alright, well, Hags, old bone grinder, if that's what you're going after, you better be careful. Hags are tricky. And you should make
And these
sure,
weren't
But not for Ricky.
and these weren't the actual hags, we should say. Or they weren't normal ones anyway.
Yeah, they weren't
then you should
fey.
definitely be careful.
Yeah, they weren't Fey, and they weren't the blue ones either.
The water ones?
Aren't those fey
Blue
as
would
well?
be night. Yeah, water is Fey. Blue is night. Night hags are fiends, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, night hags are fiends.
Yeah, I don't know what these ones are. They weren't Fey for sure.
Yeah, they've definitely been keeping an eye on us since we fucked up their plan.
Well, if I might offer a suggestion, I would say gear yourself up. Get whatever you need.
What do you suggest for fighting, I suppose, a night hag?
Well,
Looking at the list of what guides Van Richten wrote.
Van Richten's Guide to specifically night hags.
well, I definitely make sure that you all have magical weapons. make sure that you are well versed in practice with your spell work. They might have minions, so consider that.
They did start calling that thing. What was that thing they called it?
Oh yeah, there is this three-eyed bestial deer thing that charged out of the woods.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, remember the big thing that ran in when you were getting the children back to safety?
Uh, no, I had my back turned getting them back to the town.
Oh yeah.
I'll minor illusion an image of the fiend or the chort, whatever one it
Oh,
was.
Yeah, it was a chart.
Could you do
oh,
that for the kind of
gods
hag it
and
was too?
devils.
Oh yeah, I can
So
do
he
that.
might know.
I'll
In
do
case that
a
helps
I'll
him
do an
know.
image that contains both.
Did I
Oh
say that you
god.
saw what her real form was?
You had
Yes.
her transform into like the
Yeah.
nails and the claws and the teeth.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we did something that caused her to end up accidentally dropping her form, and we saw it.
There you go.
Yo, from Witcher.
Yeah, I think
Yep.
that's Weavis.
Yeah.
Oh god, her stomach is stitched
That's not
There
her
she
stomach.
is.
with
This
animal
little-
fur.
That's her fanny pack.
Yeah, that's the fanny pack.
It may or may not be linked to her
Fair enough.
fanny.
Yeah,
Right back.
yeah. Little worried about her conjoined twin, but alright.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. No, you wouldn't have seen that one because the one you fought was the old lady, and the old lady is hold on.
I was worried I could completely forgotten what I had seen.
Yeah,
That did not look familiar.
no, I made a little mistakey.
He accidentally dropped
Just
Strahd's
a little
picture. This is who you
mistake.
fought.
Yeah, you actually fought Strahd.
Oh god.
Yeah, he's really scraping the barrel and trying to find things that are fun.
Hmm.
He's moonlighting as a hag that's moonlighting as an old lady that sells pastries.
That one.
That one.
Ah, there she
That's
is.
the one.
Yeah, Trypophobia Central.
Yeah, don't look at her eye.
Yeah, it's a little too blurry in this one, so it shouldn't do anything to you. But if you have trypophobia and look at what she actually looks like,
God, crop tops and slit skirts really don't suit her.
Does that jog anything for good old Ricky V?
seeing that, he just goes, "That might be more than a hag, because that looks way different." And that other thing, I've hunted monsters. I'm not quite sure what that is.
Well, that's great. The monster hunter doesn't even know what this monster is. That means we're fucked.
Hold on, and he's just like trying to think and starts pulling like books out of his bag and going through them, and he goes, there might be a subspecies of fiend in
Pulls up
regards to
Henriksen's Guide to Demons.
Henriksen's Guide to Demons. No, because fiends are monstrosities, but not a fiend like from the Hells. They call the creature a fiend. It's a subspecies of it. I believe it's called a chort. But as for those, that lady, definitely more than a hag. I'd be really careful.
What else could she be?
If you were to
I'd
think
have to look
hypothetically.
into that. Hypothetically, she could be a crone.
The fuck's a crone?
Not like a hag, but worse.
Would
Have we heard?
there have been any, like, I don't know, old wives' tales
Yeah,
about
have
Crones or
us
something?
locals heard tales of crones?
Yeah, make a history check. See if you have.
We all try to remember, therefore advantage.
10, 21.
Wait.
Um, Inigo, not so much.
I didn't have to worry
It's
about them.
yeah. Dorje, crones. Crones are effectively what happens when. Well, yeah, because technically hags are the result of like what happens when female warlocks go too far, because they all technically get their power from a patron. So in the case of this, it's kind of like what happens when female wizards go too far. So like witches,
Instead of
but
becoming a lich, they do
yeah,
this.
they do this. They are creatures of decadence, indulgence, sin. They are quite literally monstrosities. But yeah,
Dorothy's eyes go wide and she says, oh no.
But my mom never told me bedtime stories of these things. What do you remember?
Um, then what happens when you go too far with magic, particularly your own? So wizards and um, trying to find a word for it. It's when you go beyond your actual means.
An arrogant wizard that thinks they're capable of more and they push too far.
More a wizard who decides they can be God. Or in this case, she can be God. And instead they decay into whatever hoarding, hungry creature they are.
So we
Just much more
want
powerful than before.
stuff that helps defend against magic, basically.
Yes, most of what I know about them are from old wives' tales, so I don't know how much of it is fully true. But what I do know is they're not very easy to deal with in any sense.
Well, having a paladin on our side will definitely make it easier. Well, not easier. I don't think that's the appropriate word. Not as dangerous, but still dangerous.
Say it's a good lesson to be found about looking for power in all the wrong places.
You just have to be aware of your limits and stay within them.
You are so very right.
Kind of squint my eyes at Neo.
Sort of look between Inigo and Neo, like, what the hell?
What the hell?
what the hell?
The hell's going on?
But Ricky will just say to the rest of you, I'm gonna head out. Again, be careful. If you need anything from me, stop by my cart before you head out. I'd recommend going tomorrow. Also, the room is yours for the night if you want it.
Thank you.
I did have something that I wanted to ask you
Thank you.
about the vampires
Uh,
that you
oh,
mentioned.
yeah.
Do you have anything that works for them? Just like if they have something that works for the werewolves.
Lycanthropy being more of a curse is, I guess, I don't know if easy is the right word, but it's more preventable, easier to
I mean,
solve.
I mean more in the sense something to keep them from biting you.
Keep them from. Oh, well, I mean, superstition hasn't failed me yet, and you'd notice as he like pulls out from his jacket that he is in fact wearing a necklace of garlic cloth.
Ah, I thought you just hadn't showered in a few days.
No, no, no. I bathe regularly. Not regular water though. Lots of herbs and other stuff to keep other creatures away.
Lots of garlic water.
No, no garlic in the
Right,
water.
no. Please
No,
no.
that would make it unbearable.
So keep that in mind.
Garlic water. A little
Is it
asparagus in there.
If we
is
have
it
no
true you
garlic,
can
we'll
show them a
onions.
holy symbol and they
What?
like can't get you?
I don't know.
I've heard that some holy symbols can shy away undead. In my experience, I've yet to see it work on vampires. Did meet a guy once. He had a weird last name, something Mont. Said something about them being apex predators, so just throwing geometrical shapes in front of their faces would fuck up with their eyes, but I don't know about that one.
How does that even work?
I have the I off character. I feel like I would say like, do you want me to show you? I have one that does exactly that.
Hmm.
Sorry, Bean. That's our back. I'm not
I
doing it. Don't worry about it.
I look at
Alright.
Ricky. He's like, you with your history, you probably know my heritage, right?
Yeah, I know from where you hail. I know that you're the son of Gerhard von Schrödinger.
Yeah, Drampier. Half human, half Fishtani. Well, half vampire, half Fishtani.
Yeah, that's it's a combination.
Uh, the garlic, to my knowledge, doesn't really work.
Hmm. Well, then how come they didn't attack me when I went out the other night?
Well, you said yourself they only attack members of the congregation.
I
Are
guess
you not? You're not a member of said congregation.
I've spoken to the father before, but no, I do not regularly attend. I'm not a member of this faith.
Also, if I personally were to be stalking the night, I don't know if I'd choose you as a target. You seem more not on edge, but ready for a surprise.
Hmm. I
Also,
mean,
if
I
you
am.
wanted them to get you, why didn't you take off the garlic?
Force a habit.
Wait, yeah, you went out wanting to be attacked, but you didn't take off your presumed protections.
Look, I forgot.
That is fair.
He did what we call a whoopsie.
It
Oh wait,
happened.
we do have somewhere else on our to-do list too.
But yeah, if you want the place for the night, it's yours. You should probably get some rest because some of you, and I mean no offense, don't look the greatest. So
Yeah, I haven't slept in 2 nights.
You never mentioned the compensation for the two requests.
right, I could scrounge something together. Well, at least in the case of the congregation and the vampires, the father can pay you. He's the one that asked me to look into it, and since I won't be the one handling it, you would just take the reward instead. We hadn't quite worked that out yet, but if you're going to be taken over, you could speak to him and work it out that way. See what you could squeeze out of him. As for the hags,
Well,
crones, what have you, um,
I got some people who need some sleep.
Dylan's talking back.
He is. I don't hear him.
Yeah, he was literally in the middle of talking.
I did
yes,
not hear him. I'm sorry.
no, it's all good.
Oh
Uh,
god.
as for the hags, crones, whatever you wish to call them, um, honestly, I can find a way to get you some sort of reward, but I kind of figured that you were good enough people to just save the children regardless.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need anything. They put the thing in shadows, and they stole the kids.
I mean, I've looked for people as a detective, and well, it's nice to have compensation.
Hardly a matter of merit here. Putting your lives on the line will inevitably require our resources. Resources that need to be replenished somewhere, some way. That is why the compensation exists, not simply because we just want to do good.
No, and I understand that, but like I said, I'll see what I can do. Maybe convince the Burgermeister to hoist over something, or the guy at the general store owes me a couple of favors. Let's just leave it at you'll be paid. I'm just not quite sure what, but I'll do the best that I can to assist you.
Very well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ricky.
I give him a nod.
The was the carnival also tomorrow, or what was the timeline
Yeah,
on that?
Yeah.
the carnival's tomorrow, but he had
Okay.
said if you weren't able to make it, he understands, especially if you had more pressing stuff. And he would leave. And actually, as a correction, he would say that you have both of the rooms available. This one and the next one down.
Okay.
I definitely need to try to be there for the carnival, though. I did give my word.
And we could do that after the hags.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it was
In and
a
out,
very
20-minute
far
adventure.
journey.
Yeah, they're not.
What are you
But
doing in the circus again?
he'll head out the door and leave you.
I'm going to pull fairies out of a hat.
Oh, nice.
That should be fun.
Are you getting paid?
I don't think so.
Are you going to
I
be
hope
pulling
so.
real fairies, or are these just going to be illusions? Because
That's true. Real ones will stay here.
No, I was told who the hell did I ask? Someone told me how the face stuff worked, and I don't remember. Oh no, it was the owl, the raven that came when I was looking for snacks. Um, no, I was told that if they get summoned, what was it, Dylan? They if they don't die, they do still go away,
Yes.
or something like that. Yeah. If they do, as long as they don't die, they still go away. So I'm not going to
Okay.
use it in for fighting, but
I see.
I
Okay.
will. I can still use it for stuff and like have them look at things or do stuff. Yeah.
That is fair.
I'll poke my head inside the room and say, I'm going to the church. Enjoy your rest.
Enjoy church.
Yeah, I'll meet you guys at the west gate, east gate. Um, I'm gonna stay in my own bed.
Are there any like benches around the city or anything? Because I want to sleep outside somewhere, inside the walls if possible.
Yeah, you could probably find a bench somewhere.
Okay. Or if not, I'll go to like the that open area around the caravan, around like Ricky's caravan,
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, you could
sleeping
probably find a
outside.
spot there too.
Um,
I'm going to take the other room. And I'm gonna figure out what the hell I'm doing.
The bed I'm laying on is the bed I'm staying in.
Actually, before leaving, Dorja's gonna poke her head back in. Like, the music you were playing earlier, is that what music in the outside world sounds like as well?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I put my own little twist to it, but I try to kind of keep the themes that I have from my world and bring it here.
Interesting.
It wasn't bad, was it?
No, it was alive. And she leaves.
He cracks one little tear in his eye, and he goes to bed.
Very well.
Before going to bed, I just take one tiny bite of the meat pie I have and close my eyes to go to sleep as I swallow.
The
Okay.
fucking meat pie.
You have uh, a beautiful dream of something that you weren't even quite sure that you had a memory of. You being
Oh.
particularly young. Um, maybe about 1 or 2 years of age. And you remember your mother, and you don't remember what your father looked like as too well, but you see them both, and you're still here, in Barovia, but even though it's a sort of like a gross overcast day, it's such a beautiful time though because you're having a lot of fun. You're like running around in this sort of like, I want to say park's not the right word. This sort of like forested, like park-esque area. Uh, you're not quite sure where. It could be Vallaki, it could be Kresk. It looks somewhat familiar. But you're just kind of running around, and like every so often, like kids do, you kind of like stumble and fall and roll around in the grass, and you just kind of chuckle because you know that like it doesn't hurt, and your dad laughs too, your mom laughs, and it's nice. It's nice. It's a good, sweet little dream.
That she never wakes up from.
That you never wake up from.
Forever stuck on that hill.
Goodbye.
I'd say the Dorje is still sleeping.
No, what was it? I think you have to. What is it? A D4 plus one.
I think that's
But
right.
I mean, but you're taking a long rest anyway, so it would wear off by the time the long rest was done.
I get my level.
Yeah, when she wakes up, she's sort of paused, like, I did not know I had that. Then she'll get up and go.
Ni-
Fortnite.
for the night though. Sorry. Inigo, you were going to your house. Were you doing anything else, or were you just going to sleep back at the castle?
I was sleeping back at the castle and also picking up some more little blood reserve
Okay.
packs.
Yeah, easy enough. So Neo, you said you were going to the church.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Give me a moment. So you would head out of the Blue Water Inn in the direction of the Western Gate, heading towards St. Andrew's Church. Get me to the page. Where is the page? Alrighty. I'll bring you over real quick. Over here. As night has fallen, and you head over, meandering through the town, sort of making your way through
Is it
what
this one?
little torches. Yeah. So as you approach this building, the slouching, centuries-old stone church has a bulging steeple in the back and walls lined with cracked, stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church. A thin mist creeps among the graves. And as you just heading right inside.
Does it seem like there's people inside?
There are lights on inside, and it's not too late. You would hear what sounds like a late evening mass.
Then I'll get in yet.
You said you're not going in yet?
I will.
Oh, you will. Okay, sorry. All right.
For a moment, I'll try to bring Chiz legs inside, but then I'll stop and I'll ask him to be outside.
Very well. He will wait for you as he does. Do I have a map for this one?
Trying to see any vampires in the darkness.
Are you trying to look around for vampires?
Chiz legs will.
Very well. Have cheese legs make a perception check. Oh yeah, that's right. Apparently the interior is exactly the same as the other one. That's
Yo, Chiz legs natural one.
Oh no!
Cheese legs is so perceptive of
he
that
is
clump of grass over there.
distracted
You know,
by
at
a
the very least,
butterfly.
he cannot be surprised. Because it has the fucking sword.
So true.
Fuck, where's the map? Oh, there we go. Oh, this is unfortunate. No, what the fuck?
This
No,
is
I'm
the
not.
other
This
one.
is Barovia.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
wrong one. That's the wrong one.
Hey, it's the kid.
Do I not have... There might not be one.
Oh dear.
Yeah, no. There isn't one. That is a very big shame. No Blinsky, no fun. Alright,
God.
you head inside, and you... Oh, did I move you to the whole big map and not the Vallaki map? Oof.
Yeah,
No, I
but
want
it's
you
fine.
there. I want you there.
Holy crap, that's far away from the other map.
We have the power of imagination.
So as you head into this one is similarly structured to the one in Barovia. However, instead of the pews being smashed about and the floor littered with trash, it is quite clean. The windows, as I had said, were broken in places, but Otherwise, the place is very presentable, and there is a faint smell of incense, and you hear them chanting a little prayer to the Morning Lord, as this is yet another church dedicated to the Morning Lord. And you would see an older human male standing up at like standing on like the pulpit and sort of like leading them in the prayer. Do I have art for this guy? I might have art for this guy. Where's Father Lucian? Mm, no, I guess not. Sad. Oh well. But yeah, you see this older guy, and he's got we'll say he's got a pretty long beard, white hair, sort of like slick back, and his face is very aged, but he also seems to have like some scars here and there, and yeah. And you just see like a lot of regular like commoners. I'd also say that his like vestments have like splashes of color to them, like yellow and like orange more predominantly.
Mhm. I walk in, I pull the hood off, and I take a seat at the back.
All right,
I wait for it to finish.
hold on. I gotta check something real quick. Um, Shortly after the service would end and people would begin filing out, and you would see the father look over towards you and sort of acknowledge your presence and like give you like a nod as if to indicate if you want to, you can come up, speak to him.
Yeah, I'll approach it.
Alrighty. And as you come up, well, you're definitely a new face here. I don't believe I've met you before.
I'm here under Victavio's request to deal with your vampire problem.
I see. So you're friends with Rictavio.
Acquaintances.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'll tell you what I told him. It seems like most nights after we have our services, as the flock make their way home, one or two of them get singled out or drawn away from the group. For I have had them traveling together in a group so as to try and avoid the continuation of this. But nonetheless, they sometimes still get lured off and significantly drained of their blood. A good number of them are, and you would like start walking with you and bring you over to one of the side rooms, and you'd see that there's like a makeshift infirmary of sorts with about four just sort of regular looking Barovian townsfolk that seem to be quite sickly and pale. And you could quite easily spot the bandages on their necks. And there's a young boy, uh, young kid who he has like a club strapped to his hip. This like little billy club that he seems to have like painted red. And the father would look over at him and he'd go, Milivaj, how are they doing? Oh, they're doing fine, Father Lucian. Don't you worry. Anyone comes in here, and I'll give him a meaty thwack to the head. And he just like picks up the club and starts swinging it wildly.
Okay.
And he's like, "All right, well, Good. Keep up the good work, Jesus Christ! This name, Milovaj. Keep up the good work. But yes, as you can see, a number of them have been drained to the point of such a state. Not quite dead, but close enough. We bring them here to recover when they're found.
So there's nothing else. People are found in the middle of the streets, drained, and then left alone.
Well, not the middle of the streets, but side alleys and the like. Um, from what information that I get from them when they regain consciousness, it seems to be that there's a small number of attackers. The accounts vary between 4 to 6 of them. It's not the guard. The guard comes through once a week and has people pay blood tithes. And if they don't pay, well, they typically just drain them right then and there in the street. But that's only if there's been multiple offenses. Everyone knows to pay their taxes.
What was it that the guy asked for us to do? The Burgermeister?
The Burgermeister said that this guy was gathering a lot of people and was essentially trying to plot a coup.
I see.
And I will say, as a side note that I forgot to mention, I'm sorry, when the people would have filed out, you would have noticed that all of them were armed in some sort of shape or form. Not with, like, conventional weaponry, but almost like that of a mob. But
pitchforks, torches.
Yeah, like pitchforks, torches, wooden stakes, clubs, seemingly to protect themselves. So it didn't seem like, I guess, out of the ordinary to you, which is why I didn't remark on it initially. Definitely not that I forgot. But yeah, and you'd say, as I said, I don't believe it's the guards, and it has to be vampires. They're drained of blood. They have the markings.
Could be something else, but we'll hopefully soon find out.
That would be best. People have it bad enough here as is, and things like this only do worse for morale.
The Burgomaster seem to have a problem with you. What do you know about that?
The Burgermeister has a problem with anyone that doesn't agree with his campaign slogan of all is well. Things are very clearly not well. Vargar attacks from the east, those tree creatures from the west. A war is being waged in Keswick.
Man, we dealt with both of those.
Yeah, but it's only been like 2 days, and no one's been informed of that. And then he goes, disappearances of children, not to mention he has everyone going mad trying to hunt these Vargar. And, well, I don't know if you've noticed or had dealt with them at all, but most of the time they don't retain their form after death. So they just keep hunting the local wolf population and not resolving the issue.
They do if you remove their head before killing it.
Strange that you know that, but I guess that means that you're capable at the very least.
I would hope so. Is there anything else that you need help with besides the vampires?
You're not from here. You aren't as knowledgeable about the ways of things. But the Burgermeister, he has a problem. And please do not misinterpret what I am about to say. I do not think that he necessarily needs to be deposed in some sort of violent fashion, but I do imagine if it was brought to the Lord's attention that he's not doing his job correctly. There could be some form of change in management that would make things better for the people here. Because clearly enough is not being done. But I know that that is quite the ask. And I doubt that you have any pull with the local lord.
I might know someone who does. However, I'd prefer to be out of political problems. I'll see what I can do.
Well, now that I have given you as much information as, well, I know, I imagine you wish to discuss the matter of your reward.
If you don't mind.
Well, we do have a number of relics, if you will, that might prove useful to people taking the fight to creatures of the night. This church, St. Andrew's Church, named after, well,
Saint Andrew.
St. Andrew, yes. St. Andrew was an interesting individual, and I can, beyond just normal monetary compensation, I could provide you with holy water, as well as 2 treasures of the saint that might prove useful to you.
It does sound useful. Are you sure you don't need those in here?
I would prefer if I could keep at least one of them to defend the flock. But the church being on consecrated ground is enough to protect them so long as they remain within my doors.
Very well.
So long as the body remains buried here, I doubt this place would ever really be in any true danger.
The body of Saint Andrew.
Yes, it is what keeps this place holy.
See. If that is the case, then I believe we don't have any more to speak. I shall try and find the culprits. And I won't forget about your other request. Although I cannot promise anything about that.
Well, thank you for listening to it nonetheless. You know, I've heard rumors of a large man throughout the woods these past few years. It wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
I wouldn't know about it.
I see. He just turns away.
Am I currently in the woods? I don't think I am. Couldn't possibly be me.
Right here. I mean, I didn't hear those rumors. I don't know.
Yes, the rumors of the ghost of the Slavic woods. No, they'd probably call you the giant of the Slavic woods.
I'll put back my hood. And I'll head out.
Alrighty.
You said it's not that late, right?
It's starting to get late enough where you figure you should probably go ahead to sleep.
I'll patrol for a little bit. I'll try to follow the people that were inside to recently, just to see if they get home okay, and then I'll go to bed
Okay.
again outside
So
because I just prefer.
I'll say that they stick to the main road, so they're not that hard to find because your conversation didn't take too long, and you head on out, keeping yourself a bit of a distance away from them, but within to where you'd be able to catch up to them easily and keep an eye on them. And you watch as slowly but
If
surely.
anything, if one of them notices me, just see a giant creature with red eyes looking at them will make them go quicker.
Yeah, yeah, you would see like one or two of them see you and like get a little like pick up the pace, and they'd all start moving a little bit faster. But slowly but surely, sticking to the main road, they in their large group, there seems to be about like 20-ish of them. And they would like separate off only once they got to like their houses, and like like one or two, or sometimes like a maximum of four of them would like go into a house, and then the group would go until like you saw like the last two of them, and then they would go into their respective houses, probably somewhere around like the middle of the city. And nothing would have happened this night.
Good. I'll
Unsure if your presence had anything to do with that.
probably. Well, that's all good because nobody's here to want to have a fight without the rest of the party. So I will head outside to my usual spot and camp.
Very well. All right. As you camp, Kai and Dorje sleep in the inn. Elena finds a park bench to sleep on beneath the stars.
Might get attacked by some vampire.
Might get attacked by vampires. And
I'm over here by the garlic cart.
and Inigo heads back to the castle for the night. You all have your long rest, and those of you that had yet to level up, you would now level up.
Yes!
Hooray!
Finally!
So you should all be 12. And yeah, and the morning would come with that subdued light behind the ever overcast clouds. Oh, Avery's not here. That's right. She was gonna have Dorje get up and do something, but I'll ask her when she's back.
So this night would be the one with the circus. And you guys wanted to do what before that?
The hags. Not the hags, the crones.
The windmill.
Now we're gonna go there? Okay.
Hello, I'm back.
Go back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Big city.
Big city. Yeah, you all just had your long rest, and the morning has come.
Daylight coming, don't wanna go home.
My electrum! No, I'm playing.
I'll check the walls as I'm going outside. See if there's any holes.
I'm gonna go down to the carnival side.
You see Inigo at the gate leaning against the post, occasionally like throwing a stick for scraps to go fetch.
Hello.
Oh, morning.
I is sleeping in.
Are you sleeping in?
He was doing a lot of performing.
Okay.
Good morning.
So I would say, Neo, would you have headed over to the east gate to meet them in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched him go from one side of the city to the other along the wall.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah, he
didn't
ran.
realize-
He ran
Literally
4.5 miles in 2 seconds.
No,
And he's just thinking to himself, it would have been easier if I had just cut through the middle.
no, I'm not doing it running. It's going there slowly, but
Or he's riding cheese legs.
it's been hours.
Yeah, you could have just rode cheese legs, yeah. But yeah,
Shows the mighty steed.
you would all meet there in the
Mighty
morning.
feat.
and notice that Kai is the only one not there.
Well, if he didn't bother to show up, we can go without him.
Ah,
Wasn't he staying
I'll
in
go knock on
the
his door.
inn with you?
He was. I'll go knock on his door. Give me a moment. I run back to the inn, knock on his
That'll
door.
take like half an hour.
It doesn't take half an hour to run miles.
Yep.
It is
That's
pretty
true.
fucking far.
If you're running.
We'll catch up.
Like 10,000 feet.
We'll catch up, I think. Go knock on his door.
All right, so yeah, you leave them and get back to the inn and knock on his door.
the first time you knock, you get no response.
Is there a keyhole?
Yeah, there's a keyhole.
I peek through the keyhole.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Oh my
Fireball,
god!
yeah. It's a point that I can see within range. I can see in the room through the keyhole. I cast
Actually,
fireball.
you don't have to see it. It just has to be a point within range.
That's even.
Yeah, no,
worse.
I'm just looking in.
He's fucking schlumped.
Cast fireball inside of Inigo's stomach.
In fact, like his face is in the pillow, like ass in the air, blanket over him. Just
The
fucking,
Marty
like,
McFly.
He's going. Yeah, he's just
Front
out.
of us. Let's see. What can I do that's
So I would have said, Ricky would have given you guys keys. The key for your room is effectively the exact same key for his room. You'd be able to just go
Oh
in.
no, I'm aware. It's I want to try and do this without a key though, just for the fun of it. I'm gonna knock
okay.
again, see if he responds. Knock a little bit louder.
All right.
Go
Sure.
away.
I'm gonna crush a sorcery point and just bamf right into the room and stand in front of him. Good morning.
What the fuck? How did you get in here?
She just smiles. The others are waiting outside by the east gate.
He's like still shocked. Like I didn't even hear the door.
God.
Okay, and like he just covers himself more with the sheet. Like can I get dressed?
I go unlock the door and I leave.
Okay, thank you.
Close it behind.
He gets dressed and then he walks down.
Okay.
Two hours later.
Yeah. About, I'd say in total, if you ran and then you went back, yeah, it's like a half hour. Like a half hour later, they both show up. You see them coming down the road towards you guys. If you would have waited.
I'm just playing the flute.
Yeah, as we're walking, I'll just play the lute, so like I kind of like don't make her more upset that she had to walk all the way back here.
We're going here, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You're right there.
Well, that's up.
Should we
Cliff.
cut through?
Make them flip through.
Oh.
Well, that's
I
a
have
cliff,
funny
right?
thing now.
This is.
Yeah, that's a
like,
cliff
Like
face.
we have to go up the switchback.
We can climb a cliff.
You could climb a cliff.
Two of you can climb a cliff. The rest of us need to
You know,
fly.
this doesn't make too much sense because it says that this town is 1 mile wide.
It is on the map. The Vallaki map is also 1 mile.
Is
Oh no,
it?
it's not. It's more than that.
And
more than that.
It's more than a mile.
Let me see if I go back over to Vallaki real quick.
Yeah, it's like 2 miles, I think.
When Kai does finally meet up with us. I am punching him in the back of the head.
It is from
Oh,
from Westgate to Eastgate straight across is 21,250 feet.
why'd you punch me?
Because we said to be here at dawn. And where the fuck were
5.5
you?
miles to get there.
I was taking care of very important business.
I
look at Dorje.
I also look at Dorje like, cover for me, cover for me, cover for me.
He did.
Very important indeed.
Inside
So
joke.
important I scared him. So important my presence scared him.
No. No.
Oh, you know what? You know what? You know what? You get bardic inspiration.
No.
I mean, you'd have to
Holy
Bardic
do that
shit.
verbally.
Alright, it's
Roll more than a 2.
was it 1d what?
D10.
Yes.
Oh, get fucked back.
I will say though, Dorje has this look of like
Are you
I'm
seriously
somewhere between done
using
and
an
intrigued.
inspiration on like something dumb when you could use it during the fight? Tom?
It's for the lore, man. It's for the lore.
It recovers on a short rest. It's fine.
Yeah,
I have enough stuff to make up for it. It's fine.
still suspicious.
Suspicious of
Little
what?
sus.
Yeah, Vallaki from end to end is actually supposed to be about 4 miles.
That's really not that
See?
long.
Oh yeah, I mean that's so. What if you do it? Oh no, it's still only a mile. Even if you go hex to hex.
And this thing here, it's clearly on. It's clearly right. See, it says here 1 square, 1 quarter mile.
Yeah, but then then maybe it's the map of Vallaki that's not right.
Yeah, it seems a lot bigger than it should be. But let's worry about that later because it doesn't matter too much.
I will. As we're walking, I will once again pass without a trace us, so that we are not followed by. Our scent is not picked up by werewolves again.
Okay. Everybody roll stealth. You get to add a +10 to that.
Ooh.
I mean, so it just. I mean, I'm mostly using it for the can't be tracked part.
Yeah, because if we do go the stealth route, we'll
That's
be
the
walking at
GM.
half
Sorry.
speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
going.
right. Yeah, you don't have
There's
to.
part of it that
I'm
is.
sorry. That's true.
Oh no, you have to receive that bonus. Well, I guess it's technically on your passive stealth. I don't know.
I mean, we could stealth and just still travel at a normal pace.
Yeah. That's a 32. That's a 33. That's a
A 40.
No, that already includes the 10.
That
That's
is
a
a 30.
30.
Never mind.
That's a 30. 26. Okay. Yeah.
Good
All right.
rolls.
Very good rolls. So you start heading down the old Slavic road, heading towards
Slavs here.
it's
The
the
only road that
Slavs.
I've ever known.
It's Svalak, but as you head down the old Svalak road, stealthily, but not so stealthily that it slows your pace, with this sort of like, I always kind of pictured it as like a globe of darkness kind of following you, but it doesn't stop you from seeing. It just almost stops people from seeing in type shit.
So
Uh,
it's a
It makes
perception
us
filter.
less noticeable.
Yeah, it makes it
The
where you
light
can't see
bends around
that
us.
door at this on the staircase.
Slavic road.
There we go. That's perfect.
You have the old Slavic woods down here.
I imagine it's like the only thing that stops the flowers from either appearing or withering.
Yeah,
Since it leaves no trail.
it leaves no trail. So you start heading down the path. It's easy enough going. You don't hear anything around you. seems like the path is much quieter than it was last time. You don't hear. What does that say? Old Salt Lake Road. uh, and how long would it take?
It's
What is it?
5.8 miles. So
to get there.
yeah, I mean, hour and a half. I don't know.
We'll say like about like 45-ish minutes into your journey, and when you start coming up, and you're heading like up the mountain around the switchback. You would be able to, yeah, because it's on a higher elevation, isn't it? You could just vaguely see out in the distance through the fog the tall spires of Castle Ravenloft.
I can see my house from here.
And keep on heading down
Oh.
the road.
When we were talking yesterday about everything we have to do, we did forget that there is also apparently some temple we need to be more prepared to go to. Or we needed to be more prepared. Maybe we're more prepared? I don't know.
What temple?
What?
Yeah, the Fishnani said uh where is it? Far to the south within Mount Gakis is an amber temple.
Never heard of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you weren't with us when we went to the Vishnani.
Well, actually, oh yeah, yeah. This was the
It
second
was these
Vishani meeting.
Vishani.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, it was the Vishani and Vallaki. It was when we returned the child, and I don't remember if Dorje was with us then or not.
I was not.
Okay.
I have no idea what they were talking about.
Yeah, we met her shortly after that.
Yeah. He said, there you shall find a weapon to help end a creature at the price. Actually said the creature.
The creature.
Yes.
It grants a dark power.
No, their dark powers lie there.
And what sort of creature is this?
I don't know, he just said the creature. But he said we need to be more prepared.
Might be the devil. Who knows?
I mean, the same person also has a sister that's in the catacombs, apparently.
That should be interesting.
So when you get around here, the fog would set in real heavy, like so much that the sort of cliffside path that you're on is a bit obscured, and you're sort of afraid that if you don't navigate correctly, you might fall off.
It wasn't like this last time, right?
No, it wasn't.
This is new.
They already know we're here.
So we need someone to make like a survival?
Yeah, if you want to try and navigate the path through the thick fog, you'll have to make a survival.
I help. Unless this
Okay.
isn't the path I usually take.
I can make it.
You've
I
taken
can
this path
also
before.
make it.
Dorsey.
Okay, then yeah, I can help.
Wait, what terrain are we in? Oh, I didn't take terrain. I took Def Explorer.
Oh, actually, why am I doing it? It's, Elena should do it, and then just get help from Dorje.
Okay. I do the survival.
Big world.
Yo, real points.
So you managed to pick out where the path still is and stick away from the edge of it and not drop off as you continue down to about where it starts to bend back this way, and you no longer have to worry about that. But with the fog getting thicker, you begin to notice, those of you with higher passive perceptions, you at first you think that you're just seeing things, but then you're like, no, wait, there's something in the fog, and you would see these humanoid shapes flitting throughout the fog, being in
Hang
one
on a second.
area.
Ooh.
But,
No, flitting? Like
yeah,
ghost flitting or
very much like ghost flitting, yes. Seemingly in one place and then sort of like flickering over to another. But you keep seeing these forms moving throughout the fog. And the pass without a trace is what? It's 8 hours, yeah?
That's an hour.
Oh, it's an hour. Okay.
And
So
when I feel like it's getting close to time, I could cast it again though.
I feel like around here would be about that point.
I think we should start stealthing
Yeah,
properly.
yeah, I'd recast it and we can stealth properly.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, let's go 39.
Damn.
oh no.
15.
No.
Perfectly
No.
balanced
Okay.
as all things should be.
Yeah, so natural 20 counts as out the natural one. Okay.
39.
39. 49, right? Oh, no, yeah, 39.
No,
39,
39.
39.
18.
18.
I mean, you rolled an
Okay.
18 and
18
an
with
8.
heavy armor.
What, 2 and 8? 18.
Okay.
And
So
Nigo's is also 39.
you begin stealthing. With the spell recast. Can you just post it again for me real quick? I just want to see some stuff with it.
Yeah, it is verbal, if that matters. Oop, prismatic and material, but I use
I'm
the
just
sword, so I don't need the material.
I'm just gonna subtle spell mage armor on myself.
You don't even
Wait,
need
do I have to subtle spell it?
No, you just do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast it.
Nice.
Yeah, mage armor lasts 8 hours. That's when you can cast
Yeah.
basically when you wake up and it's good.
Sorry, I'm just looking for something real quick.
And it's creatures I choose, so I only choose us.
Alright, that's understandable.
Oh, since we were leaving to fight the hags, I would have left scraps at the castle.
That's okay, that's good to know.
Because I
The
knew exactly where we were going. I'm like, this is probably going to be dangerous, so you stay here.
What's happened to Bjort?
I left him at home because we were coming here.
Oh, that's probably smart.
Hates fighting magic
I
spellcasters.
told Stark if anything happened to him, I would personally execute whoever harmed him.
You're masking your companions from detection for the duration. All checks can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature receives this bonus. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, as you start slipping through, stealthing past these creatures, you would notice not quite ghostly and not quite humanoid. Maybe, sort of, but you would see for the briefest moment in front of your path, and you would all end up stopping short. One of them appear. Oh my god, that's really big!
Oh
So he's like
god.
a half mile wide. Run.
A ghoul.
That is a
Uh,
big glowing goblin.
Ugly.
is it fair to say that this thing looks undead to me?
It does, in fact, look undead to you.
But I have any idea what this thing is.
I know it's Fogland.
Yeah, it's a foglet.
It's an owl ghoul.
No, it's not an owl ghoul.
Roz?
Would Dorje
Uh,
have seen this before? Or is
undead
this like
is
very, very
Arcana.
new?
This is you might have heard of these before, but you're not 100%. I would say. For Elena, make an Arcana check to see if you could determine what these things might be.
Okay. Rolling advantage because you said they are undead.
Yes.
That should not have the plus
Ooh.
10. That's just a 7.
7. Ouch. Yeah, you don't know. These undead creatures though seem to call the fog their home is the
What's
best
a
you get.
foglin?
You don't know what a foglet is?
I'm
Poor
just saying,
bean?
I thought that was a joke. I didn't think that was real. I thought that was just saying a fog goblin.
No,
No,
that's what they are.
Foglets? Oh no.
Foglins.
Yeah, foglins.
Yeah.
Beck, you didn't recognize the art?
Now that you say it, I totally do, but in the moment, my brain's like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
There he goes. Look at
It's a
him.
ghoul
He's
of some
coming.
kind. No, it's a foglet. That makes 100% sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it
Man.
approaching menacingly?
No, it doesn't seem to have detected you. It just simply stops and like looks around and in its hunched over body with its long dangling arms and claws looks around a little bit and sniffs around. Doesn't seem to smell anything and then just goes back to almost like a gaseous form and starts flitting through the fog once more.
Oh, so that's what that's like. I will actually. I'll kind of go to the edge of Elena's pass without a trace. Radius, and then minor illusion, a distant scream in the fog.
Distant like 30 feet. It's not too distant.
Well, it's 30 feet, but it's if any the one that just was here hears it as if it's distant.
Okay.
Quiet.
And you would see it like sort of recorporate nearby and look off in that direction, and it would make like a small little shriek and what sounds like some clicking noises, and a few others would materialize as well, and then they would all start shuffling off in the direction of the noise.
Yeah, I would have set them like that direction.
Yeah. And you would notice slowly but surely as they start heading in that direction, the fog seems to move with them.
You know, can I just whisper to him while
Sure.
getting them away from us is a good idea. Now they'll know that there are things in the fog. And once they won't find the one that you made the sound, they'll begin looking.
So we should leave.
Well, the idea is we'd be gone by the time they realize it was a trick. And that's if they're smart enough to realize it was a trick.
You'll soon
I'm
find out.
assuming we're moving while this is happening, right?
Yeah. If you would have been. So you just keep
Yeah.
moving along. And slowly but surely, you eventually make your way out of the thicker fog back into the usual mists of Barovia that you're used to. And you see the T intersection and Old Bone Grinder down the path.
As we start making our way up that way.
Alrighty.
You
So as you
know,
start,
bone grinder.
as you start heading in that direction, the old Svalak Road transitions here from being a winding path through the Balanok Mountains to a lazy trail that hugs the mountainside as it descends into a fog-filled valley. In the heart of the valley, you see the walled town of Vallaki, near the shores of the great mountain lake, its waters dark and still, and the branch that you are currently taking in the road leads west to a promontory, atop which is perched a dilapidated stone windmill, its warped wooden vanes stripped bare. As you get closer,
I don't think that windmill's going to be doing much milling with it being bare.
Indeed.
um, let's see. Uh, as you approach closer, the onion domed edifice leans forward and to one side, as though trying to turn away from the stormy gray sky. You could see gray brick walls, and dirt covered windows on the upper floors. A decrepit wooden platform encircles the windmill above, a flimsy doorway leading to the building's interior. Perched on a wooden beam above the door is a raven. It hops about and squawks at you, seemingly agitated.
This should be interesting.
Is one of its eyes
Does
glowing?
it look? Yeah, does it?
Does it what?
Is it? Does it have like? Does it look different from like a normal raven? Like
It's
glowing
not
eyes.
loading good.
Is it Strahd?
It looks like a regular raven.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like the Fey Raven that came and talked to me.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Get
But
the
didn't
fuck
someone
out!
say? Didn't someone say that Strahd uses the Raven as like spice or something?
Yes. Yes. This is in fact something that has been told to you.
So it's Strahd.
Could
Okay.
be.
It's possible, though. Could also be the hags. Not the hags. The
Okay, but,
I'm
crones.
but
going
how good is
inside the
Strahd
bird.
perception?
Yeah, dang old bird.
Dorja firebolted.
Fire bolted.
Do it.
Neither are.
Okay.
Actually, I wouldn't. Might set the building on fire.
Yeah.
That is true.
No, we do
What
know
if
what's
there's still-
I'm
inside.
gonna
But there
I'm
might
gonna
be
try and coax the
inside.
bird down. Just gonna try.
Okay.
Oof.
So you try and coax the bird down, and it's paying attention to you. It's still kind of like squawking and hopping up and down. But it like stops a little bit, and it still does seem to be agitated. But make an insight check.
Alright.
Holy
Yes.
shit!
Nice.
You think that its agitation is not to make others aware, more like it's trying to warn you.
Something's not right here. She's gonna sort of kneel on the ground and it's like, Elena, are you able to talk to it from this far?
Yes. I imagine we don't have enough time for me to cast this as a ritual. Yeah, I'll burn a spell slot on speak with animals.
Okay.
Oh. Hello, Mr. Bird, Mr. Raven.
Or Mrs.
Is it a Professor Oak, are you a boy or a girl?
Oh my god, Wizard 101. Yeah.
Uh, um, uh, so so wait, you're asking if it's a boy or a girl? Is it you actually asking that?
No, that was out of character. No,
Oh, okay.
I said hello, Mr. Raven.
Hello, Mr. Raven. Leave.
Why?
Evil!
Why?
Place evil!
Yeah, we know. That's why we're here. We got to save the kids.
It almost like shakes its head no, and it goes, doesn't understand. Follow. And
Wait,
he'll
you don't understand or I don't understand?
looks at you. Doesn't understand.
Okay. It wants us
Follow.
to follow it. Can I insight check a bird?
Sure.
I mean, Dorje did.
Yeah,
Without,
Torche
without
did.
speaking to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're able to speak to it.
Well,
Oh god.
It wants you to follow him.
okay. Yeah, it wants us to follow. Uh,
Okay.
would we have to? Yeah. So just is it flying like
Well, he
back up the road
flies.
or which way?
He flies actually. So you're approaching the windmill from the front,
Mm-hmm.
and he was perched on the thing in front of the windmill, like up above the door frame, essentially. He sort of like flaps down from that and flies around to the side of the windmill, seemingly like down over towards the edge. And then he starts like doing like little circles, like a lazy, slow circle
Holding pattern.
over the edge of it's not so much just like the edge of a cliff face. It's more of like you're on like a raised hill of sorts.
Okay. I'll follow it. I'll start following it and then look back to see if the others are
Yeah.
coming with or.
So I'm going to insight the bird though again just to see this is not a trap, right?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Oof, worse. It's a bird.
It's
Bird
bad.
wants
He was
No,
trying to warn
it's
us
bad.
before. It's probably okay.
It's Strahd.
How large does the thing look?
God, yeah. It's-
How much is the what?
How large does the windmill look?
Like how big or how old or what do you mean?
How large?
How
tall and
large?
wide? Yeah.
It's about. It looks at most. It's like it's a circle with like a at its base. I want to say about it would be 10-foot diameter because diameter is the whole thing, right? Radius is only half from the middle to the edge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh no, I'm sorry, not a 10-foot diameter, 20-foot diameter. So it'd be a
Okay.
10-foot radius.
It isn't that big.
And it seems to be about with like the onion shaped top, a little over 40 feet tall, probably pushing like 45, close to 50.
Yeah, windmills
Okay.
aren't really big. They're just big enough to have
Yeah.
the
Just
grinder
thinking
inside.
about if we have to go fight inside of it, that's going to be problematic if we do.
That also means that there's less room for them to hide the children in, if there are any children still there.
I mean,
That is true too.
could be in an extra dimensional space, like the bag.
Oh, that is true too. Well, we're going to find out. So.
I'm tempted to poke my head in, but that would just be stupid.
Well, let's see what the bird's trying to warn us of first.
I feel like the bird might be trying to lead us to them and warning us from going inside the windmill because the windmill's an actual trap.
Perhaps.
So my understanding of the spell is like they hear me talk in common, but
Yes.
the bird just understands somehow.
Essentially.
Okay.
But then again, you're also talking to a creature that can already understand common.
It's just you now understanding the
couldn't
animal.
understand it.
And it
You
can
can
also
understand it.
kind of mimic human
Yeah.
voices too.
It can mimic human voices, yeah. So
True.
this creature already had an intelligence to maybe have a conversation with you, but it definitely can now.
Dorothy told me to cast a spell. I cast a spell.
So as you guys continue, like around the side of it and over this hillock, and you look down, you would see the forest below, and a clearing within the forest where you would see a ring of 4 squat megaliths, sort of like a clearing at the edge of the forest. And you could see many other ravens circling in the air above the stones.
Megaliths?
Yeah, megaliths.
Okay.
And this raven, seeing that you had like followed him, would head down towards the others and make like a few lazy circles, and then eventually land on one of the stones.
So it's like a small Stonehenge.
Yeah.
Okay. I continue following, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yep.
This raven saw through some good stealths. This is the scary part.
Yeah.
This raven knows some things.
The raven knows some things. As you head down and you approach the megaliths, uh,
Can I make a perception check just for fun?
sure.
Yeah, passive.
Um, so as you approach and you're keeping an eye out, and even those of you like passively, the passive ones, like you don't see anyone or anything like coming to jump out at you, but the ravens slowly but surely will stop circling and will just land on the megaliths around you, and one of them will begin pecking at the top of one of those stone megaliths and then look down at you, and it seems to be the same one that had initially seen you.
Look at the megalith.
You would see carved into each of these, each moss-covered stone bears a crude carving of a city, each of which is associated with a different season. This specific one seems to be autumn, as the city seems to be covered in leaves.
Is it just a carving of a city on it, or any writing?
There is
Like,
no writing.
Is it generic city or does it seem to be like a specific city?
It seems like a generic city, and it's very crude. Like the city of winter is just shown covered with snow. The city of spring is arrayed in flowers, and the city of summer has a sunburst overhead. So very very simplistic.
I thought there weren't really seasons here, you said.
There's not. It's this year round. And hell, even using the term year is a bit funny.
So does any of this connect, or is this just weird?
So what, Mr. Raven? What's up with the season stones?
Made by those who came before.
Oh, they're old. Like long before.
The first of the valley.
I'll repeat that and see if it means anything to those who have actually been here.
The first.
What a wise and knowledgeable.
The Vishtani?
The Vishtani?
The bird would shake its head no.
No. Who was here before the Vishtani?
Oh,
Do we know that?
Um,
Wait, hold on. Do we know as people that Ravenloft was not Ravenloft? The Barovia was part of Ravenloft and all that bit. You know, they got it ripped out of from it. Do we know that?
Part of the story was told to you guys, well, those of you that were abducted by Stanimir.
Yeah.
That the valley was once home to others. The Vishtani lived here too, but this place belonged to other people. But then when Strahd came, he conquered it.
Ask if it was from before the valley was taken.
Seems to be some kind
So-
of important place too, though.
So, like,
Like,
before Strahd?
Yes. Before Dark Lord.
Okay.
And he would like kind of like go down and like peck at like some of his feathers, like what do they call that? Preening. Like so he like kind of preens himself a little bit. And then he seemingly like steps away from the edge, and it seems almost you hear like a slight scraping, and he pushes something over, and from the top of the monolith would fall down one of those pastries.
from the hags.
Yeah, one of the meat
What?
pies.
Gotcha.
And it's like it's
Is
old
it?
and rotted at this point, but it falls over and splats onto the floor.
So,
The
so this
Crones.
area, this stones were from before, uh, from when there were still seasons in this area.
One could
Are
probably
the
make
Crones
that.
Seemingly.
Wait.
what's left
Wait,
of
wait,
what
wait,
made
wait.
it?
And the hags just took over.
Ladies old.
Wait. Ask the bird if the hags were among the original people here in the valley.
I mean, that's the indication I got from the pie being knocked over.
Yeah.
So, were the hags, the Crones were part of what made it. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, you're asking him if the crones
We're
did
part of
what?
the group that part of the first people or the original people that
Yeah.
he
The
called them
first to the valley.
Old.
the first of Valley. Yes, old.
Old. Wise.
And why?
Metal. No, he doesn't say that.
Metal.
But they're not. They're not nice. They're stealing kids.
Youth. Power. Magic. And he would like peck the monolith again, and you would watch him like take his one foot and just pick it up and then put it down. Almost kind of like birds do, like when they're trying to favor a foot that's been injured, they try not to lean on it. But he keeps taking the one foot and just kind of bringing it down and then picking it up and bringing it down again.
You
Like stomping.
I
do you want us to
go
Yes,
touch it?
and
but
touch.
not actually
I,
stomp
I
it.
Yeah,
put my hand to the stone.
I'd touch the summer one
As you
as
approach
well.
and touch one of the monoliths, you hear a sickening crunch beneath your feet. And when you look down, you hadn't realized it at first, but the floor, the circle within the monoliths, while it's this bed of moss, poking out from it at different intervals are teeth.
Ugh.
The teeth of children.
Uh,
And there are hundreds of them.
okay, hundreds of teeth.
I'd say about.
How many teeth do kids have?
I'd say about like 20 to 30.
Yeah, give or
It's
take.
just
Less than
it's
an
just the
adult,
teeth,
right?
right? Not the jaws.
And they're in various levels of like decay, but some of them are fresh too.
It's just the teeth, right? No jaws, no skulls, just
Just
teeth.
the teeth.
I'm gonna approach
I'll-
and I'm gonna start cleaning the area, removing those teeth from there.
Children
Those
have
teeth.
20 baby teeth.
I'd continue past through the teeth and still touch the summer stone.
I'm still touching the one that the raven's on.
Oh, that
I
would be
believe that
the
was
autumn
autumn.
one. You touch the stones, and you would see them slowly begin to light up, and they would begin a glowing. The autumn one, what seems to be sort of like these a mix of orange, yellow, and red lines of color, bringing it to life and making it more vibrant. And the summer one seemingly more just like a white and yellow, and you can almost feel like the heat of the sun upon you. You also feel like a faint breeze almost when you touch the autumn one.
That was something I liked of the prime material. It was the season of autumn.
What happens to
That's
the
nice.
children after?
Yes, the bird. The bird, even though you didn't cast the spell, seems to understand and just says, "Grind them up."
Bone grinder.
Horrible.
He says they grind them up.
Bone grinder. It's literal.
Clearly makes sense.
Grind them
But
up, and
apparently not
then
all of them.
you would get and actually understand it, Elena. Make pastries.
Oh. Oh no. Oh
Disgusting.
no.
Disgusting.
Dorja just regrets what she did the
I do
previous
not repeat that. I do not repeat that.
day.
I had a small piece. 3 of you had full on bites.
Oh yeah.
Do not
I mean,
go
Elena
playing
ate
with
the whole
your
thing.
enemy.
Tasty.
Yeah, Dorje looks like she's sick to her stomach.
Nico, I'm collecting all the little teeth.
You're picking them up. You're picking up a decent number of them.
Yeah, I'm
Some
cleaning up
You could
the
probably
old and
scoop them up by
rotted.
the
Some of them
handful.
new.
Yeah,
They're like
I'm trying to clean up the area.
okay, yeah. Some of them are like where they're slightly like in the moss, so you have to kind of like pull them out, and but others are like kind of scattered on top. The fresher ones are scattered on top, but the older ones have seemed to sunk into the moss.
I do have one more question for the bird.
Okay, shoot.
Oh. You were trying to warn us to leave because of evil, but you kind of seem like you like the Crones. What's going on with that?
Feed. Tasty.
Kill
Yeah,
the bird.
Grind them up. Grind them up. And then you would see as the other two monoliths would begin to glow, the spring one in these light green tones. You would see actually some flowers pop out of the moss on that monolith. And last but not least, the winter one, you would watch as the moss on it would wither and turn white.
Those flowers. I had to break concentration on past trace to do speak with animals.
No, you don't. It's not
Those flowers.
concentration.
Oh, it's not. You're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
And I'm not winner anymore anyway. I forgot about that.
And you would watch as in the center of the mossy circle, a tear would begin to form within reality. Not all that dissimilar of the one that allowed you to meet with Lord Canoth. And that's where we're going to end it.
Oh
Pulling out my
God.
weapons.
Taking in my fucking boots.
Oh boy. I'm blow this place to kingdom come.
I'm killing the bird.
You want to kill the bird?
Yeah.
What does the poor
Well,
bird do?
Someone's dying,
The
alright.
bird is like, tasty.
I mean, you're not hearing that.
Tasty.
Yeah, I
Grind 'em
specifically
up.
said I
Grind 'em
didn't
up.
repeat about.
Oh
the
no,
kids being able to
I
get eyes,
know.
too.
I know.
Kai is the only one that did not partake of the forbidden meat pie.
Therefore, I'm actually the
Only-
good person in this situation.
Only one
The
of us
only
Because you
one
didn't
that
have the
didn't eat a
opportunity
kid.
to.
I wouldn't eat it anyways.
I don't think you. If you were there initially, you probably would have.
Yep.
I wasn't.
So after he found out what it would do, I think he would just go back and buy more.
Yeah, I mean, who would do something like that?
I know, right? It's kind of crazy.
It's too bad I got stopped from doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you didn't get stopped in. I mean, you still could have bought him. You could have just ignored the fact that she stole a child.
Multiple.
You didn't have to question it. You
We
didn't have
didn't
to
know it was
question
multiple
it.
at the time.
No, you didn't know it was multiple at the time. But yeah, that's it. That's the
How much experience
session.
do we get?
How much experience do you get? We'll call it 5.
Holy
Yeah, we're
shit.
at 13. Kai's not. Kai missed some experience.
Yeah, Kai just has 5 experience.
We're level What you said 12, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're no. It's not that you're leveling up. It's just this joke that they've been doing where they ask me how much experience they get, and I've been giving them like 1 to 2 experience, even though we're on milestone.
That was the biggest XP drop yet.
Yeah, 5 whole XP
It's pretty big.
And teeth.
And we didn't even find anything.
and teeth. You found the teeth.
A fight.
Yeah, but we avoided the fight. We got around the
You did. You avoided the foglets.
We did. That was great.
You would have had a little foglet fight there. That would have been fun.
TPK.
No,
So were you?
I'm very
I think
scared
what you were
about
trying to figure.
drones.
I'm imagining what you were trying to figure out was whether it was just for visual on the Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah. The foglets, they wouldn't have had a means, I don't believe, of finding you, and also none of them could have rolled as high as you guys rolled. And even though there was the 1 natural 1, the 20 cancels that out.
I'm sorry.
So you're no, it's.
I mean, the
I'm
group
gonna
average
do
was
relax.
pretty high.
Yeah, your group thing was really high, and none of them rolled high enough. And then what do you call it? The bird though. The bird had means
The
of
bird
seeing you.
knows things.
The bird knows things.
Oh shit!
Even within
That
that
bird
one,
has the
the
same
average
thing
was
as
at
I did.
28.8.
Bird has to die.
Yeah,
That
none
bird has
of
the
them
same
rolled
thing that cat had.
even close to that. So, oh, the cat. What Shadowstalker?
Yep.
Yeah, might have the same thing that Shadowstalker had. You don't know.
But me sending the foglets away with the minor illusion was the call, right?
Yep.
It worked.
Good
Well,
sesh. Good
when
sesh.
the Crones realize what we did to this cat, they're gonna get angry at us.
Well, they probably already know.
True too.
I wasn't there.
Did I just be super cheesy and use the map from The Witcher?
Yes. Dylan.
I should have posted it, but the whole time after you guys found the foglets, I was just listening to the Ladies of the Wood theme extended. La
Um,
la 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 la.
do you know where my inspiration for Electric Horse came from?
Where?
What do you think?
The Electrum and cheese legs.
It's a story, a folk tale about someone's horse being struck by lightning.
Ah, got you.
Yes. It was only told in folk tales, though, and I turned it into a song.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh,
It happened in Barovia, funny enough.
How would you even know that? You're not from
It's a
here.
folk tale.
A folktale in Barovia
You
where
haven't
you're
been here
not
long enough to
from.
have heard of that.
Oh, the werewolves told him.
Sure, the werewolves seldom.
But Tom, Mister, I don't metagame.
It's not
That
even
would
real.
that
It's a folk tale.
that would in fact count as a metagame.
It's a folk tale. It's bro.
But that is in the history of this land, is it not, Dylan?
It is in the history of this land that a man's horse was once struck by lightning.
It'd be
my
different if
God.
I said, "Yo, there was a story about this guy, right? His horse got struck by lightning." No, it was a folk tale, and it was turned into a song.
Look, man, I think that you're taking some liberties with it, and but I mean, like, would you actually know that? Not
No.
normally, but
I
maybe
mean,
the
it's possible
werewolves did.
Dorje and Inigo might have heard that. Possibly.
Possibly.
That's if it became a folktale,
Possibly.
which it probably did. Oh, I haven't even rolled for coffee.
Metal.
Whew. I probably would have drank it a few times. Okay.
I haven't been adding your coffee rolls very much in the story. I need to start doing that.
Pain Maiden's blessing.
Oh god.
Blood sacrifice. Yeah, you just see
I'm
Inigo's
Elena, are you
nose
okay?
just like twitch. It's just he turns to look at the blood. It's like, you're wasting it. It's better to be drunk, not spilled.